Sports Radio. And here's your host, Sean and Tel.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up? What's up?
Dude, Wednesday, another glorious Wednesday. We're here in October 21st. The month is dwindling down, coming to a close. The year is coming to a close. A few sports are coming to a close. But you know where you are. You're here listening on Hamilton Radio, simulcast on Facebook.
You could have been anywhere else in the world.
Anywhere.
But you're here with us.
On
Thank you.
My Sports Radio with your boys, John Antel and Daniel Mercado. Danny, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, brother?
Listen, there's a lot to talk about.
Oh, we got a lot to go on.
But there's going to be a lot of debating today.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be a lot of opinions thrown around.
There's going to be, and you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay.
I like it.
I like it too. I like it for
I mean, that's what we're here for.
That is what we're here for.
Let's do it.
I like it for a few reasons. We're going to get into man oh man so much. We're going to see who made people more money.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? We're going to pick our games for this week. So we're going down the gambling road. We're going to get into the debate who's better, LeBron or MJ.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about the dumpster fire that is the Jets.
Briefly.
The fire sale.
Briefly. I don't want anything else to catch fire.
We're going to talk about our dark horse favorite in the NFL. We're going to talk about the World Series. There's a lot, man. Just saying that, I'm
Game
exhausted.
one was huge. It's huge.
I'm exhausted.
Huge.
Huge. Listen,
Huge.
it's going to be an action-packed show, so let's get right in. First and foremost, I want to go with something that's current, hot, coming to a close. The World Series. Dodgers.
Amazing.
Los Dodgers against the Rays. The no-name Rays.
Yeah, we called the Rays, though.
We did, yeah. I mean, well, listen, for me, I got to be honest, White Sox, Padres were my pick, but the Rays...
No, but like the following week, we both realized that these guys are playing solid ball.
Ball. And I'm so happy they beat the Yankees.
But what do you think about the leaving my man in to dry? Leaving my man hanging out to dry last night?
No, it's all right. It's okay.
I thought it was a good coaching decision.
Absolutely. No, it's all right.
Don't run your guys tired.
No, you have to. Listen, for me, I want the Dodgers to win this series. I want Clayton Kershaw. To get a championship. He's the greatest regular season pitcher of my time, minus maybe Pedro Martinez. And
I see that argument.
And not only that, I love the fact that this is their third time in the World Series in the last 4 years. The two other times they were cheated against the Astros and against the Red Sox, and this is a little bit of redemption.
Yep.
So I like that. The Dodgers lineup is sexy. It is big bat after big bat.
Too smooth. Smart players. Great defense.
They blew it open last night. I love it.
And they own that home run line. They are
sick.
stealing. They are robbing people left and right.
No, Mookie Betts is nasty.
Bananas.
Bro.
Amazing.
Best signing in the offseason.
Absolutely.
Guy's nasty.
What could have happened in Boston that they wouldn't want him on the squad?
Nah, you know what it is? Here's the thing. The new trend now in baseball, right? The new trend is we're going to try and build from within. The Rays, the Reds, a lot of these teams, the Padres with Tatis, a lot of these teams, the White Sox, Eloy Jimenez, there's a bunch of teams now, Tim Anderson, there's a bunch of teams that are trying to build from within. I like it. Only when you're not the Mets, because the Mets know how to ruin that.
But, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll Mets that up right away.
Yeah, mess that up right away.
But I'm wearing.
Because Steve Cohen was approved.
My man, yeah. Cohen's in the building. Now let's make some moves. Let's see what happens.
But listen, no. I think for me, the Red Sox made a decision. They said, we are no longer going to go big and pay a lot. We're going to build from
Yep.
within, essentially the way that
But
Theo
I mean,
Epstein built them.
But he's a key piece. How could you not try to build
I-
on, some,
he's a
on top of
5-tool
something like
player.
this? I mean, absolutely.
I agree with you.
Absolutely. How do you? I mean,
But they knew they were going to pay him $500 million. They didn't want it.
I
They didn't want it,
gotcha.
and it's
I
okay.
gotcha.
Whatever, to each his own, right?
listen, there's no cap in baseball. I understand.
No, and it's all good. So it is what it is. But you know what? For me, I want to see the Dodgers take it. I think they're going to take it. I'm pumped up to see the rest of the series. It's going to be good baseball. And man, dude, the
Absolutely. The Dodgers-
lineup is sick.
Absolutely, and they're one of the most consistent baseball organizations out there right now.
I love it.
Absolutely, almost every year in and out, you can expect them to be in the playoffs and in the contention for another pennant. So,
I want to go through now. We talked about baseball a little bit. We'll loop around. We'll come back. But I love to get the gambling side of me out. It's dying to rip open and just jump out, right?
let's do it.
Even though I'm too cheap to bet a lot of money, but still, it's fine. No problem. So
But it's not our money right now. So
here it is. Ready?
hit me.
J&D Stone Cold picks of the week.
Locks of the week.
Once again, we are both 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
And it was a close one.
So we did make people some money.
Yep.
We both had 10 points this week. I am currently still winning by a slim margin of 2 points.
Just a couple doll hairs.
A couple doll hairs.
Couple
okay?
doll hairs.
But by the way, that's the difference between a winner and a loser.
Ooh.
The battle lines have been drawn, my friend. Okay? So this
right.
past week, you picked the Bengals +8. They
Bang.
hit it. They almost won it. You
Yep.
picked the Ravens 7.5. The Ravens lost because they only won by 2. You picked the Vikings. They were giving 3.5. The Vikings got a mud hole stomped in them by the
Oh,
Falcons.
yeah.
The Lions were giving 3.5.
How about
they
that
won.
game?
They
The
won
Falcons game.
convincingly. I know. Well, listen. Every time a coach gets fired, the team finds. That's the reason why the Jets keep Gase. They want to keep losing. They
Yeah.
want to guarantee the number one pick. The Titans
we'll get into that.
Titans -3 for 5 points. They almost blew that, but overtime did them right. And Derrick Henry
Came
is
back.
a beast.
Boost.
For me, I picked the Ravens -7.5. Even more so, let me tell you how bad this is. I made a bet. I made a parlay. A $20 bet that would have netted me $1,800.
Talk to me, Goose.
The Eagles were the reason why I lost the game. The Ravens, when I picked this, it was such a heavy favorite. The Ravens were giving 10, and the Eagles are like, nah, cause we're gonna come back with nobody. Carson Wentz, I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback do more with less, dude. Carson Wentz, bro, he's throwing, dude, just to nobody.
And he is at, you know what? When he gets Alshon Jeffrey back and gets a couple more weapons back, and hopefully Miles Sanders can come back in a few weeks.
Yep.
I mean, and he's not. God willing, all the people that went down this weekend.
Not
Hopefully
God
they
willing.
can all come back.
Not God willing. I don't want them coming back.
Yeah, if they come back, it'd be
No,
bananas.
no, I don't want any Eagles players coming back.
Why? Because the
Not God
NFC East
willing.
is a dumpster fire
Yeah,
on its way to
No, I
hell
don't
in
want
a
any Eagles
handbasket?
players. No, keep them done.
Come on, man.
Done. See
Why?
you later.
Because you know they're going to come back and trash
I
you
hate
guys.
them.
They're
Yeah, they
going
will.
to
I hate them.
trash.
I can't take it. Leave them out.
They're going to take a bunch of injured players and stomp you guys. It's going to be hysterical.
The second these guys walk back on the field,
Forget
it's
about it.
over. It's a wrap.
Absolutely.
I'm done with it. I can't do it. My heart can't take it.
I believe it, John.
Shit. We're done, man. Ay. All right. I mean, listen, it is what it is. You can't do.
Listen, at least you don't got to watch the Jets and then report on it today.
That's true. And I picked the Dolphins. The Dolphins were giving 9.5. The Dolphins destroyed the Jets this past
I told
week.
you.
Then the Chiefs were giving 3.5. They ended up winning, I want to say, by like 9 points. I forgot what it was, but they ended up, really spreading their lead over the Bills. So I hit that 3-point. The Cowboys were +2.5. The Cowboys needed to be +22.5 in order to be close in that game. We got destroyed. And the Bears were +2.5 and won outright.
Did you see Stephen A. on Good Morning Football?
I can't. I'm done with him. Don't tell me Stephen A. Bro.
Woo!
Get out of here, man. I'm done with that guy.
Come on, bro. Hold on.
Nah,
Hold on.
I'm done with him. I'm done.
He came out like this.
Nah,
What up, baby?
Nah, he's
Where all them boys at?
I'm done with him, bro. He's so trashy. I'm done with him, bro.
You know you love it. You know
Nah,
you
he's
love
whatever. But it is what it is. So listen, let's get into it this week. We're both 3-2 both weeks, so we are up. It's fine.
Let's go.
We're up. So I'm gonna open up my DraftKings app as I always do. Very early in the week, the lines always move, but we get these bets in early. So
Absolutely.
So here we go. It's up here.
It's our way to give back.
Yep. You ready to go?
Let's go.
Here it is. Giants versus Eagles. Massive showdown at the Link in Philadelphia. Giants are getting 4.5 points. Eagles are giving 4.5 points. Both teams shouldn't even be NFL teams at this point.
Absolutely not.
Where do you go here?
This is going to be a tough game because I got to tell you, looking at their Eagles injured secondary and the Giants' abysmal offense, this should really be a pick'em game right now with Miles Sanders out and Boston Scott running in the backfield and Corey Clement. So I'm gonna say the Giants. No, I'm gonna make this the 1 point. I'm gonna take the Giants to cover the 4.5.
Wow.
And it's gonna be close. It's gonna be the 4 and a hazel that puts them over the top.
So
I think the Giants score, but I think it's within 4.5.
So Giants plus 4.5. I like that. I mean, listen, essentially Eagles have to win by a touchdown.
Absolutely.
Okay. You are a brave man. Cojones dragging on the
Cojones, ya
floor.
tú sabes.
Oh,
You know what I
my gosh.
Standing up for my Latinos.
Next game, dude. The Jets get worse. Bro,
Yo,
the Jets get worse.
I could not wait
and
for you to
worse
bring this
and
up.
worse.
All right.
Bro, the spread, let me tell you something. The spread tells you everything.
The only thing that's spread right now for the Jets is the ownership's backside.
I love it.
Because I'm telling you, these guys are going to run. And when I say these guys, I don't mean the Jets players. I don't mean that.
What do you mean?
I mean Adam Gase and,
Reel
Greg,
him in. What do you mean?
Greg Williams are just sitting there waiting to explode and have some other kind of offset during a game. I guarantee you it's going to happen. Greg Williams is going to lose his argument. They're going to start arguing in the middle of the game because that's what's happening right now. They are collapsing.
I wanna see
They are
Greg
in
Williams.
an epic collapse. Greg Williams will either take over or they may both get the can.
I want to see Greg Williams punch him in the middle of the game.
I would. I would. You know what? I would pay to see that.
Yeah.
I would pay.
Wow. Listen, we see a
money's
bunch.
on Greg.
We see a bunch of people here joining us live. Ziva, how are you? As always, love you. And Steve Carey, dude, bite your tongue. You're
because I can see it. I can't even see.
This guy's lost it.
I can't even.
He's shot.
Oh man,
Jets fans
I
are
can't
shot.
even see. I can't even see Adam Gase. I mean, fighting back.
No,
I mean,
he
he could throw
he
a
would
punch.
not.
It would get intercepted.
No, he would do this with
He
the
would
bug
throw a
eyes.
punch. Oh, absolutely.
Steve
It'd
Carey,
be a stare down.
T. Lou, what's going on? Jeff Lutz, Steve Mandel, Keith Too Good, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining us live, watching us here on simulcast. Everyone
Chris and
else
Cynthia,
listening,
what's up?
It's I didn't even see Chris.
My
and
man
Cynthia.
Ramon.
All right, see that? Shout outs to people I didn't even know who
Absolutely.
are locked in. We're going through our picks. Last week we were 3-2. We were both 3-2. I'm still up by 2 points, but the Bills are favored by 13 points. 13 points. You know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. This is how jacked up I am over there. My 5-point play is the Bills to cover 13 points against the Jets. I think I could walk on the field and be more successful than the New York Jets and cover a 13-point spread. So the Bills.
I agree.
Minus 13. Where are you picking this game? Or are you leaving it alone because it's the Jets?
No. I'm picking this game.
Where are you going with it?
I think unless Adam Gase, and I'm going to tell you, unless Adam Gase gets fired and Greg Williams takes over by the end of this week,
Yep.
Buffalo Bills are going to cover that. They're going to absolutely demolish the Jets. It's going to be a divisional game where we get embarrassed again.
So tell me points.
It's going to be.
How many points for this one?
I got to make this a 3-pointer.
A 3-pointer. Okay. All right.
For 3.
Okay. You can continue with your rant. I just wanted to
No,
see
because
how
it's
much.
horrible. I mean, everybody's ranting about it. I mean, they're Giants and Dallas is having an abysmal year, and I mean the Falcons. Is it more tragic or is it great that they found something?
Yeah,
and they
something,
found
all right.
yeah.
These guys
they
need
found
to
the
find
end
Jesus.
zone.
These
is
guys
what-
need to find Jesus. That's what.
Yeah,
needs to happen.
they need to find a little more than that. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, there's no way that these Jets are gonna do anything. I see them going 0-16, and it's very difficult to go 0-16.
This is it. You ready? The Jets go 0-16, and Trevor Lawrence says, "Nah, man, I'm staying in
100%. I
college."
agree. I agree with that. However, Trevor, I challenge you.
Oh God. Here
No,
we
no,
go.
no, no, no. Because everybody wants to do. Oh no, well, let me do what Peyton Manning. No, dude, you're not Peyton Manning. First of all, second of all, however a prolific a passer you think you're going to be, if you're going to go out there and change an organization and make a name for yourself, you're absolutely going to be the man if you come into New York and set the tone that way and say, no, I'm going there and I'm going to change the culture there. And whatever offense they give me, I'm going to be the best. If you do that and you come out here and you actually win, dude, right now you win one game. You're the king of New York. You're the king, the absolute king of New York.
The king.
But you
And
can,
it's not- by the way-
but God forbid you sit out there, you go back to college, and what's going to happen? You don't take the money, you get hurt.
Trevor.
Nobody wants that.
Listen to a wise old man. If the Jets are gonna pick you, stay in school. Stay in school. Trust me, man. You want no part of the New York Jets franchise. You want to know what you want to know what you.
I could see people saying that, but again, I
Trevor
challenge
Lawrence,
you. I
the
challenge
only
you.
thing Trevor Lawrence is going to get if he comes here to the New York Jets,
COVID.
he's going to get he's going to get gangrene. He's not getting anything productive.
not
Listen,
an angry gangrene.
For anybody who wants
fungus.
to call in, the number is 609-807-2492. For anybody who wants to call in, has something on their mind, wants to talk to us, wants to argue, wants to get something off your chest, wants to prove us wrong, whatever you have in mind, all good. You're more than welcome to join myself and DM here on Mystery Sports Reveals, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
On My Sports
Little
Radio.
plug there.
Yeah,
Little plug. Holla.
And you're more than welcome. Talk about whatever you want. We're going through our picks. We're having fun, man. We do it for you guys anyway.
Oh,
so
absolutely. And
so
trust me,
listen.
all the things we want to talk about is not enough hours in the day.
Next game in line, Green Bay Packers
Oh.
taking a beating
Got
from
smashed.
TB12, from the senior citizen that is Tom Brady, got smashed.
Absolutely.
Packers, Texans, the Packers are favored by 3.5. That's it.
And rightfully so, because the
Really?
defense right now looked abysmal.
Wow.
What are they doing? I mean,
Wow.
it wasn't the Tom Brady of old. This is the Tom Brady that last week, forgot what fourth down was, right? And then one of the Packers had something to say about
Oh,
it.
relax. He's had a senior moment. It's all good, man.
Classic.
Okay.
So one of the Packers has a senior moment. I mean, it says something about that senior moment. Oh no, my quarterback knows what fourth down is, right? And then what does he do? He goes in there on the first or second drive. He forgets what the play clock looks like.
Hey, man. It's all good. Yeah, oh, we have a call in.
Oh, let's that.
What?
Go on.
Do we have the
We have a caller. Who do we got
who's
on
with
the
us?
line?
C. Gonzalez.
C. What's
C?
going on? C. Welcome to MSR Radio, baby.
Welcome, brother.
What's going on, brother? What's going on? I hear we're having a conversation about Go Talk.
Oh yeah. Now we got all right. So
Wow.
Jonathan, now we got ballers.
Early. Okay, so wait, so hold on. a second.
Ballers calling in.
Are we talking about the MJ LeBron? Is that what we're talking
We're
about?
talking about. Is that what
if
you're
you wanna
talking? Because
go
I
there,
remember
would
you
love to
can't.
have that conversation.
Because if you want to, then see, we're gonna have to go there, brother.
Wait,
My brother from another mother.
I want to understand.
go.
Hold on a second. So our caller now, Mr. Gonzalez. You are I listen, I'm a big LeBron James fan. I'm going to let you know that ahead of time, okay? Big LeBron
Okay.
James fan. So I'm going to challenge you with this. I'm going to let you talk. People normally will call up radio shows, whatever the case may be, and right in the middle of their statement, the person will go nuts, whatever the case is. I'm going to say this to you. LeBron James is the greatest. Outside of MJ winning rings, without that, tell me how MJ is better than LeBron James. Go ahead, sir.
Not a problem. Well, when we talk about greatest of all time, to me, you got to have a conversation about somebody that's above normal. Somebody that does things at the highest level, like somebody like a myth, like a legend. So my main point is this. When LeBron's last dance comes through and you see his movie and his career, there is no comparison. He is a human. He is a mere mortal. He was great enough to get to the chip, but he's below 500 and winning it. So if you're going to be listed as a GOAT, where you're a legend, then you got to have a legendary career. His career is great from a statistical point of view, but it's not going to be the myth. It's not going to be like nobody's going to say like, wow. Like if you have Last Dance Michael Jordan, Last Dance LeBron James side by side, who's going to have a better Rotten Tomato rating? It ain't going to be LeBron.
By the way, I think it's
He
the first
threw a
time.
Rotten Tomato
It's
at
the
you.
first time I'll ever hear a Rotten Tomato. I give you credit. I like that one. Okay,
Thank you, C.
so
Great points, brother.
So hold on a second.
Hit me with it because I'm just gonna back C up right now.
Okay, here we go. You ready for it?
And I agree that the
This is-
list of criteria has to require dominance, and that's why recently I had posted something about Jalen Rose and a couple labels of dominance.
I love this. This is a
Bring
great
it.
argument. Great points. I want to let you know before I drop my knowledge on this. Great points, but I'm going to give this to you.
Drop knowledge, I drop mics.
Okay, here we go. By
me.
the time this is all said and done, you said stats won't really matter. I'm going to challenge you in quite a few ways here. By the time this is done, LeBron James is the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. LeBron James will have, by far, better assist numbers than Michael Jordan. He will have, his shooting percentage won't be as good, but he took far less attempts. Every single team that LeBron James goes to, when he leaves, is in last and gets the number 1 overall pick. Every single team he goes to. And here's the thing. When LeBron James, he's the first player in NBA history to start in an NBA Finals in all 5 positions. Now, why did he start in all 5 positions? It's a great question, C. I'm glad you asked it. So here we go. The reason why is because
Setup artist.
yeah, exactly. I gotta
Yeah,
alley
you gotta
myself.
alley up
So-
yourself because we're gonna crush you right now.
Absolutely.
And my man C gonna smash.
No, it's okay, but here's the thing.
Yeah,
When
keep going.
when Jordan played, right?
Because it sounds like you're stalling.
When Jordan played, he played with the greatest defensive player and rebounder
Okay.
ever to walk on a court in Dennis Rodman. Ask Karl Malone, who might be the best power forward, right? We argued
Right.
that.
Yeah. We did
Okay,
that.
hold
we did
on.
that back and forth. Right.
And Scottie Pippen, who also was one of the greatest two-way players. And
Mm-hmm.
when Michael Jordan left the Bulls, they still went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
And then the next year,
Okay.
he came back, right? He came back later in the season because he
Yeah,
he
because,
got the
I mean-
fire or whatever the case may be. His gambling scandal was over. Okay.
Whatever,
And
yeah.
and he stopped pursuing baseball because he couldn't hit a baseball.
Can I just say one thing?
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
All right, ready? The conversation you're having is he a great player? When we talk about GOAT, find me one person to call LeBron James Black Jesus. Just one.
I mean, do you want me to walk into like communities of people and ask if they would call him Black Jesus?
Yeah. And
Listen,
and nobody would say
fears,
like, there's no
nobody fears LeBron
right.
like they did Jordan. Like if you even
I
talked out of
disagree.
And I agree. It's a
I
rougher era.
disagree. What do you mean?
No way. And just so you know, see, just to your point, just so you know, for just using your same point that he had that Jordan had the greatest, 2 and 3 guy in the game for that amount of time. LeBron has his choice. LeBron, and I will give him credit for, he has transcended the game as a businessman because he has put himself in a position to win these chips that he's won. However, this last one I'm going to tell you is half a season. Had Father
Nah,
Time caught up
fresh.
with him, he could
Yeah.
he could have
know that.
possibly not made it to
know
a
that.
chance.
We know that. We know that.
All right. So that being said, when you have the number 1 and number 2, and then you're LeBron, and you have your choice because you did great things, absolutely, as a businessman in the game, you have your choice of whatever players you want to come play with you in the entire NBA.
Jordan never
And
faced a historically good team, bro. The Golden State Warriors
Ready?
just...
But hold on a second. Now let me bring up this point. I got a really good point for you. Ready?
Go ahead. Because I'm
All
going to
right,
smash him in a
What
second.
did LeBron James build? Like what blueprint? LeBron James only followed Jordan's blueprint. He didn't add to it.
Right.
He didn't really add to it. He took Michael Jordan's blueprint, built upon it, and understood he needed to get the rings. It's not that he added it's not that he's adding to his game. He's just
trying to figure out a way to get
Michael
get
Jordan's
rings.
blueprint.
Okay, but that's a crazy
Which is,
assessment.
again, a
That's a
great business.
crazy
No, but to say
assessment
go,
to
but
me.
to say go. I'm just saying. I know he's a
'cause
great
we're talking-
player. I'm not arguing that he's a
Okay,
great
but
player.
I'm not saying
I'm
he's
saying
not
to use
top
the
10,
word
top
go
5.
over Michael Jordan.
So let me
No
ask
way.
you guys a question then.
Okay,
Here's the
go ahead.
thing. I don't know. See, I don't know how old you are. But here's the thing of it. It's
about my
unfair.
age.
It's unfair to say that, because then if that was the case, we could never find another greatest person, and this is the reason why. Because everybody
that's
who
not true.
plays,
No, no,
yes,
no.
That's not true.
because everybody who
Michael Jordan,
plays,
No,
Michael
so I'm
Jordan
gonna
built
show
on
you.
Magic Johnson and Larry Bird's legacy.
Absolutely.
He created a new stream.
He did what they
created
did,
a new sector.
and he transcended the game as a player. LeBron, I'm
If-
telling you,
if
transcends the
anything-
game as a
If
businessman.
anything, Steph Curry transcended the game more than LeBron James ever did, hands down.
well,
He made
LeBron-
everybody in the
there's
league
no-
change their
there-
game to be able to beat them.
Michael Jordan was nowhere the productive player.
Excuse
that
me?
LeBron James. What? Wait,
Again,
listen.
I'm gonna call-
Okay,
But my point
out.
is,
Hold on.
I'm gonna call somebody the GOAT that transcends the game. Steph Curry transcended the game. Transcended.
I understand. And it's a great point for
Another level.
3-pointers. He transcended it for threes.
No.
No,
Listen,
but he took
Come
the.
on.
transcended the
All right,
game.
so I understand what he's
Listen,
saying.
he
He's saying that
transcended the game,
you're making those
period.
3-pointers and you're making them at a rate that nobody else has made them before, like significant.
'Cause
There's not
he's
a close
only
second.
shooting threes.
Off the dribble.
Yeah, absolutely. See, this guy, you ain't seen him.
He's
cook,
only shooting
cook up
threes.
nobody. No, it's not just shooting
He's
threes.
only
He's
shooting
taking
threes.
it to the hole too.
He's shooting
But-
40-foot
but
three-pointers.
changing that. Oh, who else does that?
What?
Who else does that? Who's the
Damian
last
Lillard.
time? Okay.
I would
but
take.
again,
you got
who's the
another
first-
couple- who's the first one to do it?
innovate it?
Well,
Who's
first-
the one that transcended the game?
Okay.
He mastered it.
Who would you rather have on your team?
But
Steph Curry or Reggie Miller?
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
I would take Reggie.
I believe it.
Big clutch all day. All day.
Listen,
No, I don't think more.
Reggie,
more than Steph.
Reggie Miller came into the league, and the first thing, I don't know if you guys heard, but he was on ESPN. They were talking, Michael Jordan's documentary came out, and then Reggie said the biggest mistake I ever made was when I came into the league and I was a rookie. They were doing a preseason, and he talked junk to Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
and Michael Jordan went at him, right? And and he was like, worst thing I ever did. But here's the thing, Steph Curry.
but listen,
a lot- just so you know, a lot of
more
players
fair
got a story like
comparison,
that.
though, Is Reggie Miller and Klay Thompson.
All right, I see that comparison.
I'm
But,
just.
but let's not get off the subject because I know you're going to try to derail us so that we can't smash you
Come
right now.
on,
And
bro.
see, he's trying to divide us, right? So I'm gonna tell you something right now, all right? So now you had your little Mickey Mouse points, you know. Hi, I'm Mickey, and I got my friend LeBron here, right?
Oh,
So here,
gosh.
so LeBron is amazing. I'm gonna tell you, he is a great player. Absolutely,
Great player,
I agree
great
with
player.
you. I
Nobody
agree
can
with you.
take
See,
any away from that.
all right. And we recently jumped down that rabbit hole. And we went over. Let's see. Would you agree that on my post, the 5 things that Jalen Rose required, those are categories of dominance, true dominance that you cannot tell me that this person or emotionally or add some kind of emotion to it. And that's one thing I liked about that post. All right, because he talked about NBA titles, which again, if we can't just talk about NBA titles because you're talking about greatest of all time, right?
Because then Bill Russell.
Right, of course,
Okay.
Bill Russell. Had you come to me with a Bill Russell comment, no, LeBron's not the greatest, but neither is Mike and Bill Russell, we would have had a little more respect for your comments.
But I can't, because then I could say Robert Horry.
No, but I know, but it's not.
No,
but
but
I'm talking about. Hear me out. So
is anybody,
NBA
is
scoring
anybody
titles.
saying LeBron when they shoot the ball? Are they saying Curry? They saying Kobe?
No, they say Kobe. And just
They
so
say
you know,
Curry.
when Michael passed the torch, it wasn't to LeBron. It was to Kobe. God rest his soul. R.I.P. Kobe. All right. So the NBA scoring titles, MVPs, and Finals MVPs, and both sides of the ball to be greatest of all time, Defensive Player of the Year. All right. So no player's ever done all 5 categories in a single season. There's only 4 in NBA history to have achieved 4 in their career. Michael Jordan's done 4 times in a season. 4
Now, listen,
times.
Again, I'm going Jordan all day because at the end of the day, talent-wise plus victory, it's like having a conversation between Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Talent-wise, Aaron Rodgers is more talented, but who's winning at the
Absolutely.
higher clip? Who's taking it to the next level? So if you're going to talk about Michael Jordan had the skill, but then he had the passion, the dominance to win the game. LeBron James has the skill, he has the athletic ability, he's capable, but he's not taking over. He's not saying, like, listen, we're not going to lose. You could see in his heart that I need help. Like, Who's gonna be who? How can you call?
And
somebody
that's
the
okay,
greatest when,
and that's
when
okay.
He's looking
He's
around
still a
like, I
great
need help.
player.
Where's my help?
Maybe
You're-
one of the
no.
greatest of all time in whatever order you people want to
From
put it.
top-
If you
from
count to
top-
10, you know what I mean.
From top to bottom, from top.
But-
to, come on, dude.
But all right, so you want to hit me with the numbers, right? You were talking about the numbers the
No,
other
no,
day.
numbers,
So the numbers
listen,
never
numbers,
lie.
You know who's gonna win. It's a
No,
different
no,
era.
no,
They
no,
don't
no,
even have
no.
check anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Different
First of all,
rules.
they had to change the whole game. They had to make a rule for you to be able to defend Michael Jordan. First of all, they have not done that for LeBron James. They just watch flopping more. Second, I'm gonna hit you with a number. You say the numbers always never lie, right? The numbers never lie.
Numbers don't lie.
So let's look at just their careers up to now. LeBron's had 2 more years in the league and won 2 less chips. The numbers tell you that if they stopped right now, LeBron would have a chip winning percentage of about 22%. So that means he would have to go to another 5 finals to even be close to winning 2 more.
He's gonna go to 3 more.
Now, I believe, you know what? With that organization, we got to see a full season if they stay healthy because he is a big man. And big men tend to go down
It's true.
the same way that, you know what I mean? The same way Anthony Davis, when he hurts his toe, now it's changed his whole game. He can't step in. He had to play less minutes. That hurts LeBron. And LeBron takes games off for conditioning and for longevity. And it's a good business move. Again,
Yep.
LeBron, phenomenal businessman. Not taking it away from him. He's probably a great guy. Probably want to hang out with LeBron more outside of his job than Michael Jordan. However, on the court,
Bro,
Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Just so
you
you
guys
know,
say
Michael
transcendent-
Jordan's win percentage, if you take the same numbers and just chop it up, it's a 40%. So if you gave him another 10 years,
hear me. Ready?
he would have 4 more chips.
Yeah, but see, now the one question is this: if you're gonna name somebody the GOAT, it can't just be the numbers. So what is it that takes them to that level? Because if you're just talking about numbers, then listen, somebody else is gonna come along, do those numbers, and maybe not even win championships. So
Thank you.
what does it take you? To me, you got to be a legend to be considered a GOAT.
it's-
greatest of all time, a legend.
For me, it's easy. You ready? I'll end my argument on this. Michael Jordan, greatest winner in the history of the NBA, past Bill Russell. I'm gonna say greatest winner because of the things you said, right? The drive, the determination, the tenacity. You saw it, right? Playing with the flu, whatever it may be. Greatest winner.
Don't even talk about the flu game,
Gambling
bro.
in his documentary, gambling in the back room. No matter what it was always something he wanted to win, right? Greatest winner.
absolutely.
Okay, here we go. LeBron James, where
better
he
not hit me with the
where he
one-on-one.
transcended the game. You guys are failing to understand this. Where he transcended the game is far past anything Jordan could have ever done on the court. He makes every NBA player more money. He brought the NBA as a whole, to even greater heights when it comes to financial. When
Absolutely.
everybody, he gets players that
As
shouldn't
a
have money.
businessman.
But we're not
But, bro,
talking
but
about.
We're not talking
But
about
this is what the
business.
greatest
He's not
players-
going to go to
But we're not
business.
talking-
But
we're not
why
about to
can
go
he?
to business.
But why can he do that though, guy? Why?
Because they
Because
they've changed the times.
Kevin Hart got his own freaking cable station now.
Yo, 'cause
Tell
my
him,
man's
see,
funny.
'cause, you know what I'm saying? The sun even shines on a dog.
Nah, come
someday,
on, because
baby.
Kevin Hart's the
You know what
GOAT
I'm
in
saying?
comedy.
He is. Yeah, I got to tell you.
He's
Kevin
really
Hart.
not, though. Dave Chappelle is.
But I got to
David
tell you.
Chappelle was.
But I think the
Nah, he is. But
Nah, I feel you. I think the torch has been passed. I think Dave
You
Chappelle
rather
is
have
chilling.
the greatest stats or be a greater winner.
And that's the other thing that I wanted to talk about.
So yours.
Winning.
So okay.
Not just the winning percentage.
If you have a choice,
but
if
the
you'd rather be
winning
the best winner
mentality.
of all time or the best numbers guy of all time, what are you choosing?
Right.
I gotta
Now,
say winner.
Now, see, would you agree with me? I got another
I have
point
to
to
say
bring because
winner.
of this.
I have
You have
to
to
say
say
winner.
winner. You
I
have to say
winner. I'm not gonna lie, I have to
You
say
want to
winner.
lose?
Exactly.
Nobody
So
wants
how
to
you gonna
lose,
put
bro.
LeBron- how you
What
gonna
are
put LeBron
you
over
gonna
Mike?
Because you know why? You know why? See, and this
You
is
just
what
said
I
he's
want
the
to get
greatest
to.
winner. You just said he's the greatest winner. So in this situation, you're gonna say, you know what? Forget the greatest winner. I'm gonna
I
give
tap-
second
This is
place
what
to the
we
greatest
do.
winner of
I
all
tap
time.
out.
No,
I
because
tap
this
out.
is what we do.
I tap
Because
out.
this is what we do in this. Remember? All right. So this is all right. So see, I couldn't wait to get this point out.
You can't.
You said, right? It's a different game. So, but LeBron make it. I mean, blah blah blah
Yeah,
blah
yeah,
blah blah is
yeah.
what you said, right?
Yeah.
So all I heard was they still play in a softer time.
I don't know why everyone.
Mike did because I've seen those games. You know, you've seen those games. If you went down the middle, in the middle of the Knicks in the 80s, Xavier McDaniels or Anthony Mason, depending on what if it was 83 or 89, was gonna come down with a hammer in the middle of your face.
Probably literally.
100%. You might get a
hammer.
chair tossed at you,
Bobby Knight.
right? 100%. Nowadays, if you blow in somebody's ear,
nowadays they'd
foul,
arrest them.
foul, and you flop, they're soft. And that's why he's measuring the losses.
Yeah,
That's
And-
what
and
nobody
listen,
counts
I can't
losses.
look
See,
at, you gotta think
it's
about this.
talk about
when
winning.
Michael Jordan is losing, you see anger, you see frustration, you see a drive willing to go to the next level.
But see,
when
his
LeBron
whole-
James is losing, he's looking around like somebody help me. Somebody help me. I need to go somewhere where I can get help.
I can't argue one thing. I can't argue the only thing that you said that I can't arguing what would you rather choose, stats or winning. I can't argue that.
You can't.
Because at the end of the day, as a
But nowadays,
Cowboys fan or a Mets fan,
everybody's
I'd rather
soft.
have championships, right? Like we know that. For me, I haven't seen a championship in forever. So I rather that. I get it. I've always looked at it as
You know
this.
what LeBron James is the greatest of? You want me to tell you what LeBron James has made
Business.
the greatest of all time? Making everything about him. Everything
Business.
is about LeBron James. Whether they
His
win,
brand.
it's about him. Whether they lose, it's about him. Nobody respects Anthony Davis's career. Nobody respects Kyrie Irving, what he did, or Kevin Love. It's
I love you,
all
C.
about LeBron.
That's strong.
LeBron made it all about him. He's the greatest prima donna in the world, in the
Wow.
history of sports.
Wow, that's a hot take, by the way.
That's a hot take.
That
The
is a
prima
hot
donna,
take.
That's a hot
'cause
take. I like that. See,
Okay,
I like
all right.
that. See, so
I want to shift off this because I'm
You
gotta
lost.
stop-
I know.
I lost.
I know.
I'm upset.
we got to
I'm
stop
done.
being soft.
Okay,
though.
it's fine.
This
Okay.
society got to stop being soft.
right.
Everybody measuring on how many times you went and lost. Nah, man.
I want to get past the point that I lost here. I am a man.
Thank you, C.
I'm a man of my word. When I lose, I lose. That's all. I'm
got
not going to continue to argue for no reason. I lost. Okay. So I want to move past this. Are you really an NBA guy, or is there another sport that you
I
prefer?
love the NBA. I love the NBA.
Okay. So I want to stick with the NBA. I want to stick with the NBA right now. A few things here. Who are you a fan of? What's your favorite team?
Favorite player right now is Stephen Curry.
And favorite team? You have a favorite team, or you just follow players?
Favorite team was the Pacers because Reggie Miller back in the day. Reggie Miller. So I'm a Reggie Miller fan.
Okay. So Pacers. The Pacers are always gritty somehow. I don't know how they just find a way to
Absolutely.
fight. I really don't understand how they do it, but they find a way to fight. Let me ask you a question.
It's called heart.
It's called heart. Outside of these super teams that are happening right now, and LeBron James, if you had to have one player in the NBA on your team, the Pacers sign him, who would it be? One player.
I'm gonna say Steph Curry because his leadership is transcending. Like he is an amazing leader. Like I just feel like he changed the game on so many levels. Like to the point where he whips Kevin Durant, and then Kevin Durant wants to go play with him. Like his leadership skills, his ability to make people want to play with him and want to join him is on a level that I've never seen before. Like everybody, like he's so good that they hate him because of it. Because he's such a nice guy. Like the dark side players hate him. Russell Westbrook hates him because what are you gonna say about a guy that does everything right?
I mean, listen, he didn't. But like, can we be serious? Kevin Durant didn't want to go play with him because he just got owned and felt so good. Kevin Durant just wanted a championship. It was a baby. Come on, man. I mean, Kevin.
so
that
you're
system,
saying-
you gotta give respect to
That's what
Steve
look-
Kerr in the system, because anybody that loves basketball and plays basketball, what other system would you want to play where everybody's sharing the ball instead of a pick and roll offense where it's just LeBron and Anthony Davis, and if you're open, I'll give you the ball. You better hit the three.
Nah, Durant joined them because he wanted a championship. And Durant knew he just got.
I'm gonna say he thought. I thought he thought he was gonna enjoy the game more there. He did, but then again, another prima donna. It's all about me. Where's my kudos? And he was never gonna get the kudos playing for the Golden State Warriors.
I don't think I've ever hated.
That's
I don't
a hot
think
take.
I don't think I've actually ever. I'm gonna say disliked. I don't think I've ever disliked
Hate's
the
a strong
player.
word.
I don't think I've ever disliked the player, not person, because I don't know. Ever disliked the player more than I dislike Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant has built himself up to be public enemy number one. The fact that he's always on Twitter crying.
Over Kyrie Irving?
No,
Over Kyrie Irving?
by the way, I was about to.
Kyrie
No,
Irving is public enemy number one.
By the way, I was about
Absolutely.
to say
I was
Kyrie
just
Irving
about to
number
say
two.
that.
I was
He
going to
runs a
say number
close
two.
second.
I was going to say
Absolutely.
number two. I was going to say Kyrie Irving is number two. And by the way, That's the best storyline in basketball to me. When they're both healthy, and there is nobody that likes
Brooklyn,
these guys.
stand up.
There's nobody that likes these guys. What's going to happen if they make a deep run? Dude,
But
I
I'm
can't
telling
wait
you,
to see it.
the type of injuries that they've had, the both of them, I can't see them
No,
sustaining a
Kevin.
strong run the entire time.
Now, this is a really good question that I want to ask you. Ready? Do you think Antetokounmpo is going? Because listen, it's different from Kevin Durant.
They can't let him go.
The reason they lost the playoffs is because Antetokounmpo couldn't shoot. He couldn't take his team past it. It wasn't that he didn't have the pieces around him. It's that he wasn't ready to push them to the finals. What do you think he's leaving, or do you think he's gone? I mean, or he's staying?
So
What kind of heart is he going to show?
I think the Greek Freak stays. I think he stays for one reason. I
Money.
see him. No, well, that too. But I also think, honestly, his story of sleeping on a friend's couch, staying in hotels, the Bucks doing whatever they can to surround him as a small market team and showing him that they love him when no one, you would
Runs
really
deep.
think
Runs deep.
I think it runs deep, and I think for him, you can see the grittiness. Man, I love that guy. And
I think he's an amazing player,
Everything.
amazing basketball player, amazing guy.
And I really think,
Absolutely.
I truly think that he is a warrior, and I think he's going to want to stay there to prove a point that he can do it. And listen, the player that I'd want on my team, if I had any player, would actually be Kawhi Leonard. But that's me, right?
What?
Yeah, that would be my. That would
Come
be.
on. Listen,
listen,
you can never
Kawhi's
talk about those
consistent, though.
conversation. Kawhi Leonard is another prima donna who wants special treatment.
Oh.
How are you going to look your teammates in the eyes and say, "Listen, I'm going to fall out because I want to rest"? You're going to look your teammates in the eyes,
know why,
that are going day in and day out, busting their ass, and you're going to look them in the eye like, "I'm going to take a break today, fellas."
You know why? See, because this era is soft.
It's simple to me. I mean, okay, maybe soft, but there's a reason why. The guy brings Toronto and wins a championship, right? And the fact
That's all LeBron's doing.
is he was with the Spurs, great teams, whatever. He wins championships. He goes to the Clippers, and the real problem with the Clippers is Paul George, not Kawhi. And the fact that, by the way, the fact that Doc Rivers got the axe there is pathetic.
Yeah,
Doc,
that's terrible.
Come on, Doc is legendary.
That was a bad
That's a
decision.
joke. That's a joke.
That was a bad decision.
If you think someone else can lead the helm better than Doc Rivers, you're an idiot.
No.
But that's number one. But Kawhi Leonard to me is the best two-way player in the NBA, and he just wants longevity for another contract. And Kawhi is able to say things like this, guys, I need my rest. And whether or not we agree with it, I'm with you. I think it's pathetic. Whether or not we agree with it, he's earned the right to say, I need my rest. That's it. So
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Other than being good, what made him earn the right?
the fact that he's carried franchises by himself.
But he hasn't. The
What do you-
Raptors proved that they were a great team without him.
Yep.
No, they weren't a great team.
They were
were good.
very
They went back to the
okay,
playoffs.
now
They were
let me
nice.
use not the word great. They were a very good team.
Yeah, they
without
were
him.
good.
They were competitive.
They're good.
Very competitive.
They're. I mean,
And you talk about grit. They were fighting. I mean, with a bunch of
'cause-
nobodies.
Listen, if you, because I'm gonna put it to you this way: if you're telling me you remove Kawhi Leonard from the Raptors of last year, you remove Kawhi Leonard from the Clippers this year, Clippers got a better team.
Yeah, top to bottom, depth wise, yes. But once again, Paul George is not a winner, so it doesn't matter. And Kawhi
Yeah.
is, but he's not. He's not. I'm sorry, he's not a winner.
I like Paul George, but
okay,
everywhere he
and,
goes,
and,
he
and
doesn't-
guess what? Ready?
he doesn't produce.
Going back to Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen wasn't a winner either, but Michael Jordan was, and he took him there.
But the thing of it is
You're cold as
the
ice.
the thing of it is for Scottie Pippen when Jordan left, he went to the Eastern Conference Finals. He ran into, unfortunately, my Magic, right?
No, but he
And-
went to the Blazers. When he went to the Portland Trail Blazers, he had an opportunity to show out. When he went to the Rockets, he did nothing.
Okay, but he went to the Trailblazers. Keep in mind, man, he went to the Trailblazers 8 years after coming into the NBA broken down, man. It wasn't like he was in his prime. He signed a pathetic contract, then wanted his money when he was done and over with, and the Portland Trailblazers wanted a big name. I mean, we know that. That's not fair to say about him.
And I understand that, but that's
Yeah.
my point is just listen. If you're when you're gonna use go talk, you gotta do people that do legendary things and put it all on the line. You can't tell me you're crying when you're losing and you're putting yourself in a better situation instead of fighting through the grit. Like, you guys are starting a station. You guys need to get wins, never give up, and then you push yourself to the next level. It's not about like, oh, let me see what the better situation is. You got to bet on yourself.
Of course, but I didn't say Kawhi Leonard's the GOAT. I just said he would be the player that I would take in the NBA right now. You know what I mean? So
I'll talk about how you. I'm just beating you up a little bit on LeBron James. That's all.
Oh, okay. I mean, listen, I had a feeling I was trying to just steer away from that because I already took the L. I was trying to steer.
He took the L.
I was
I
trying to
appreciate
steer.
it.
I was
That's my
trying
man.
to steer away from
That's
it.
my man.
I guess he's just his intention here is just to kick a dead horse. But by the way, it's okay if I need to. I have
it's
kicked.
all love, brother. It's
I
all
have
love.
kicked enough dead horses in my time on the on the radio and verbally. So if I got to be the dead horse today, it's fine.
Holler.
But I'm just saying, for me,
Nah,
it's all good. Listen, all I'm saying is.
Nah, but I think Kawhi Leonard's heavily overrated. Heavily.
Wow, man, I can't.
I like Kawhi Leonard. You know why? I like Kawhi
Heavily
Leonard
overrated.
because
Let me put it this way. If you're gonna do a draft of all the NBA talent, I guarantee you he doesn't even break top 10.
What?
no, I wouldn't say that.
Come on.
And for one of the same reasons that
Nah,
I love
Dame
Jordan
Lillard,
over.
You're not taking Dame Lillard over Kawhi?
I'm definitely. Yeah,
right.
I'm taking Dame. Yeah, I'm taking.
I can see
Okay,
that.
you're not taking
I can see
Steph
that
Curry
5.
over?
No.
No, I'm not taking Steph Curry
No.
over Kawhi.
For many
What?
reasons.
Okay,
Steph Curry can't play a
Antetokounmpo?
full season.
That's 2 already. You're definitely taking Antetokounmpo. You're definitely taking Anthony Davis.
I'm not taking on Tagumbo. He can't shoot. He cannot shoot.
You're not taking Antetokounmpo over Kawhi Leonard.
No.
I don't know.
I know. I'm not. I'm not.
Giannis is a- Giannis is a
monster. I
until he
don't
can
know.
until he can.
My only
prove
problem with-
that
with
he
But if
can
you
grow
put
his
both on
game.
equal teams,
No, I got you, but-
Antetokounmpo's going to take them further during the regular season. In the playoffs, it might be a different story, but in the regular season, he's going to
Yeah, because if
do
they shut
so
him
much
down,
more.
they shut him down in the
And
playoffs.
he's a better leader.
Bro, Giannis's team in this postseason, whatever this postseason was, literally
It's a joke.
literally gave up at the end. In a game clincher, essentially forfeited the game. I don't want to hear anything about that. Giannis, to me, there is no way I'm taking Giannis over Kawhi Leonard. There's no way I'm taking Steph. Steph's ankle is the equivalent of mine. He
hasn't had ankle problems for years. Stop it.
What? He just had.
I don't know.
Come
He just
on.
tweaked-
That
he
was his
just
wrist.
tweaked
That
it.
was his wrist.
Because-
He messed up his wrist.
He messes up every single
But there's always
season. He's
something, see,
injured.
That's one thing. I think he's starting to wear down his
Nah,
popularity.
you can't say that.
I like Kawhi. I like Kawhi. Again, just real quick, my point was
Oh.
just the reason I like Kawhi over Curry is the ability to play stronger defense on both. Both ways and play. More solid basketball both ways.
Come on, here, ready for it? Come on, man.
Hit him.
Dude, Steph Curry, 69, 5 games this season, 69 last season, 51 the year before. And then he finally had 5 seasons, 79, 79, 80, 78, 78. So not every game, but he played what we would consider a full season.
Right.
Then 26. The guy's had 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons out of the 10 that he's been injured. 40% of the time he's not available. What do you mean? Come on, dude. You're saying years. It's been years since he's played basketball. I want to see him hit a 3-pointer so I remembered he knows how to hit them. What do you mean?
Oh man, dude, I can't wait for next year.
All right, every year.
all right.
You, by the way, you sound like me when I'm talking about all of my favorite teams. Can't wait till next year. Come on.
Because listen, if
It definitely
they
don't sound like
if
me.
they get lucky and get Weissman as a second pick, they're going to be a problem. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Wiggins, Green, and Wiseman as starting 5. That's going to be tough, man.
Oh, okay, but this team, by the way, I the reason why I actually
I still don't think they get a
the
chip.
reason why I love the Golden State Warriors, the reason why I love them, and then I hated them when Durant joined them. There's something about a team building from inside.
Fundamentals.
And, like, for me, I love that, man. The fact that Curry, Thompson, and what's his name? Green is. Dude, Draymond is first of all, Draymond's a beast. He's a walking.
I can't
The
stand
guy's
him.
a walking triple double because he gets 10 points, he gets 10 rebounds, he gets 10
can't stand
fouls, and he gets 10 assists. The guy is amazing.
He also gets annoying.
Whatever. He's gritty, dude. He's like the modern day Dennis Rodman. I love
I wouldn't.
Draymond.
You can't compare him to Dennis. You
love
just said
Draymond.
Dennis Rodman is the greatest rebounder of all
said
time.
the
You
modern
put,
day.
You put no.
Nah,
he doesn't even
I
consider.
would
you cannot
consider
put
him more
them
like
in
a
the
big
same-
Rondo. Can't shoot, but knows how to move the ball. Like he's just a.
I don't know
He don't
about
have
Rondo.
that court
version of
vision.
Rondo.
He don't have that court vision. Rondo's got superior court vision.
Nah, I
I
mean, he
think
doesn't have
he's-
the court vision like Rondo, but he has very good court vision. He's a great passer.
Okay, but he doesn't have the court vision even close.
Yeah, I think
to
I think Rondo has a way higher basketball IQ.
Way higher.
Again, a higher basketball IQ, but comparing him to who you compared him to earlier, that's I consider Rondo more of a closer comparison.
Yeah, all right, so that's close. He's definitely not a Dennis Rodman.
I would say Dennis. He's
That's the
a slightly
epitome of
better
a
scorer,
beast, bro.
He's
A poor man's Rondo.
He's a poor man's Rodman, not poor man's Rondo. Rondo.
Rodman was a one-trick pony.
Who would be?
I'm just saying. Listen,
I think he's a poor man's Iguodala.
By the way, could you imagine?
Oh, Iguodala. He's like an Iguodala.
I think he's a poor man's Iguodala.
Could you imagine?
That would put him right in that category where the guy's crazy useful, does a lot of things when given the opportunity, but just does not pass the eye test.
Could you imagine if Harden, Westbrook, Durant, and Serge Ibaka stayed together?
Oh, that would have been crazy.
On OKC.
That'd
Could you
been crazy.
imagine that?
But OKC can't keep themselves.
No, but I'm saying, could you imagine what could have been? You know?
Absolutely.
Because
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, though.
There's no way that anybody's better than those three.
No, absolutely. You put those together, that'd be a monster three. You can put whatever serviceable pieces around them, and
it's incredible.
That would be a playoff team, I think.
Yep. No, there's
like a consistent
100%. They're a
team.
tough team. I would have said they just need they would have needed a better coach. I don't think Scott Brooks was going to take them to the.
Yeah,
he's definitely not the guy.
Nah,
he's definitely not the guy.
They need, honestly, they need something
the fact that
like
they win with him,
Pat Riley.
Yes, I think the fact that they win with him tells you a lot about the players.
By the way, Jimmy Butler. There's a lot to be said for Jimmy Butler.
Oh, Jimmy buckets, baby.
Oh, Jimmy Butler is
sick.
I believe he's more legendary. Like you make a movie about him compared to LeBron, I'm taking Jimmy Butler's movie all day, every day.
Now, Jimmy Butler. I don't know what it is about Jimmy Butler that just
he's a consistent underdog.
That just screams like everyone. I'm shoving it in your face.
Yeah, I can't. You can't stop me.
You can't stop me.
I don't care who you are.
This guy.
Well, listen, he has what we all want. That grit of going like Kobe, like Jordan. That's why they're legendary. Like that grit that they have to push through everything to try to be successful on a day in, day out basis, sacrificing everything to achieve greatness. Everyone wants that, and like everybody wishes they had that at that high level.
It's true. No, listen, Jimmy Butler. But the crazy part about Jimmy Butler is he's so divisive, right? Which like it makes you feel you're like, what the hell, man? Right? You look at him, and Jimmy Butler is in Minnesota, and for all intents and purposes, you would have thought with the pieces around him, with Karl Anthony Towns, who's a great center, and Andrew Wiggins, who was a great shooter, not much defense, but great. You would have thought.
Shout out to the Towns family.
You would have thought you would have thought that team would have worked for him, right? Goes there, no. He goes to Philly, and you have Ben Simmons, and you have Joel Embiid, right? And you would think that would work out. And then you go to a team like the Miami Heat, and what's the difference with Miami Heat? You have a franchise that's led by a legend.
Absolutely.
And Jimmy Butler all of a sudden finds his whatever it is, right? And he's just like, I'm here. This is my team. I'm in. And that's it.
Oh, well, and bringing up Ben Simmons. You know what's crazy to me? What I find really insane is how these grown men are afraid to shoot the ball.
Such a talented guy.
Like, we have multiple players in the NBA that are afraid to shoot the ball. Like, they're scared to take the shot.
They don't want to be that guy.
No, but it's not even to be that guy. Ben Simmons doesn't shoot threes at all, even when he's wide open. Like, to be afraid to shoot the freaking ball is ridiculous to me. How can you fear shooting the ball when you've been shooting your entire life?
Yeah, but if he's shooting under 65% for the past 4 or 5 games, then you gotta see he's gonna try to look for another shot, especially when you're playing playoff ball.
But he doesn't take no threes. How many threes did he take last year? Look up that stat. How many actual attempts of 3-pointers did he take last year?
All year long.
I mean, listen, it's
2.
Yeah, and by the way, when he shoots one and makes one, they throw a party for him.
Ticker tape.
Like to have that kind of heart.
That's Philly.
That's what I'm saying. This generation is going to be a little bit softer.
It is. It's
right. Everybody counting losses.
It's going to be, bro. Listen.
I'm sorry.
Yo, this is some stuff. All right.
You know I love you, bro.
All right. Listen. I don't know.
Brother.
Is your wealth? Are you an all around guy? Or are you really just an NBA guy?
No, I'm all around to a certain extent. You know, I'm not gonna be able to battle you like in certain, like in full details like in football. I mean, I know the Jets suck. But,
Okay.
you know,
I know
that-
Thanks, Sid.
everybody knows that. That's common knowledge.
I appreciate you,
All
buddy.
right. The reason why I asked was
And the Mets too. So
thank you
Yeah.
for reminding us.
All right.
Wow, this guy's
Oh,
really
yeah.
he's really kicked me in the face.
I know,
today.
you have no idea. This is
No,
my
this
buddy.
is-
This is
by
my
the
buddy
way,
that I
this
got.
This has been
Calls
this
in,
has been one
smashes my Jets
this has
and the
been
Mets.
one crappy 53
fired.
minutes of an opening show. I got beat up about LeBron James and
I
he said
thought
my
it was
Mets
phenomenal.
sucked. Of course you did. I hate you both.
I love you.
I haven't even met him yet. I don't like him and I hate you.
I think you're number 1 too.
Yeah, listen. See, it was great to have you on. I do appreciate you swaying me. I do. No matter what, there is something to be said about a man who can have such conviction that he convinces somebody. So thank you for calling in, giving us the time, joining us here, joining DM and me. You're welcome back anytime, man. Call in anytime.
Absolutely, brother.
Appreciate it.
Hopefully, I can have something that I can maybe convince you on next time, and I won't lose the argument. But today, I am 0-1.
No,
Today.
you did good on the bets. You did good.
I
on
did
the,
good
on
on
the
I'm
the
picks.
calling it. Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl again. I'm calling it.
No, that's a given. I'm with you there. I'm with
Yeah,
I'm
you
there.
know what? That we can segue right into the
Yep.
right into the power rankings, man, because
can
this this has been an epic turn of events.
No, it
this
has.
weekend.
It has. See, thank you, brother, for your call,
Thank
man.
you, C. All right.
You're the man.
No problem. Have a great day.
Appreciate
good,
you,
brother.
bro. Love to the
show.
Gonzalez family.
Love the show. Bye.
Wow. I got
Great
beat,
call.
I
Great
got beat
caller.
up on there.
Great caller.
I got
It was with love. You know what I mean? It was-
No, I love it.
We had the gloves
you know,
on.
You know me.
Gloves
I love
were
it.
on.
I love it. Anytime someone could call in, you know what?
Bro,
you
I
know
still have like 7 or 8 more points that I could have went into, and I just, you know what I mean?
Nah.
Once he conceded, I was
Yeah.
like, all right, let me stop beating him
Nah,
up.
he got. Listen, I'm a big enough man to say
Hey,
when
you gotta
somebody gets the better of me, they get the better of me. It happens rarely. I tell everybody, I'm not perfect, okay?
That's right.
But I am so damn close to it, it hurts. And today, he got the better of me. I was 0-1, right? I feel we went the full 12 rounds
It was good.
by unanimous decision. He won. It's okay. Fine. No big deal. All I'm saying is this. I was asking him if he was well-rounded because I was hoping to get in a trivia with him so I could regain my
Oh
time.
yeah. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. But
I was trying. I was trying. But it's fine. Listen, we have a lot of comments. Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Steve said, John, if you as an owner today could take any player of all time today in the NBA, are you saying? Who would I take? Oh man. I mean, after that, Jordan, I guess.
Thank you very much.
I got beat up on, man. You
Any
know?
player of all time?
Any player of all time. I mean,
MJ, bro.
I mean,
The GOAT. Did we not prove it right now?
I guess. I mean,
I got to tell you. So who would be your, if you could take any starting 5 of all time, who would it be?
Okay, so Jordan, small forward. Tim Duncan, power forward. Tim Duncan, power forward. My point guard. Wow. I got to go to John Stockton.
Okay.
Shooting guard. I mean, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron can play the 2, 3, or 4. So I'd put LeBron there. And then my center, I'd take Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal.
That's what. Okay, because
Shaquille O'Neal.
I was gonna say you can take Dennis Rodman because
Nah,
my
Shaquille O'Neal.
5 would be Russell, Jordan, Shaq,
Yeah. You can't have Russell and Shaq. on the
Bird
same
and
team.
Magic.
You can't have. You can't have.
No,
Shaq
I
and
told you.
Russell.
No, I told you 5 of all time.
Just 5.
5 of all time, just the starting 5.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, who's really on the bench if you got 2 guys talking about the top 10 of all time?
Nah, I mean, listen. None of those guys sit down ever. Maybe at point guard, my backup point guard maybe be like Bob Cousy.
But you wouldn't take like Wilt Chamberlain over
No,
what you call it in the forward spot
no,
or in the 5 spot in the 5 hole? No.
no, nope. I wouldn't.
So you wouldn't take the Admiral over Tim Duncan either?
No. Love
I mean,
David
respect,
Robinson.
I mean, he followed
Love
his
David
footsteps.
Robinson.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Steve says Kobe, Jordan, Wilt, Shaq, and AI.
That was the other one I toyed with. That would be my sixth man. I got to tell you AI because greatest
I can't. Sorry, I can't.
to dribble the ball.
Allen Iverson, nasty. I couldn't take him.
Handling the ball.
By the way,
That's why I said he would be a sixth man.
first of all, Kobe Bryant couldn't exist with Shaq. Now you want Kobe with Shaq, AI, and Jordan? First of all, AI was a lunatic. Jordan wouldn't give you the ball. Shaq and Kobe hated each other. Wilt Chamberlain would be like this. I'm out, dog. Later. He's like, I ain't putting up with this crap. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. There's no... Dude,
Will Chambers would say, you want me to score how many?
if they didn't fight each other on the court, I would
Absolutely.
be surprised. I mean, listen, the names are awesome. No way they could coexist. That's nuts. That starting five is otherworldly. Like chaos. But it is what it is. You got to have your starting five. You got to get into it. You got to have a fun time with it. So
Absolutely.
So whatever. We didn't finish. By the way, we didn't finish our
Picks?
our picks. So you had the Bills
do it.
3
Yeah.
points. I want to get this
Oh,
done.
yeah. The Bills in 3 points. Yeah.
So far,
yeah.
I had. Well, you have the Giants plus 4.5, 1 point.
Yep.
Bills 3 points minus 13. I had the
Yep.
Bills in my 5-point play. Are you taking Packers Green Bay game minus 3.5?
The Packers Green Bay game? Versus Green Bay?
The Packers versus
Packers
Texans.
Houston.
Yeah.
Packers Green Bay Houston. Green Bay Houston.
Or you're not touching it.
I'm not touching that one because after the abysmal display of blocking last week with J.J. Watt in there, I don't think I think it's going to be tough for them. I think if Aaron Rodgers starts having to make up new plays on his own, it's going to break up the play calling because they do. Yeah, listen, LaFleur makes this phenomenal, elaborate offense. He reminds me of what was that old the guy he was on the Seahawks, the OC on the Seahawks. From Denver. I think he was on the Jets too. Schottenheimer?
Schottenheimer.
Yeah. Always made these elaborate plays that took a lot of time. If you don't have the right blocking, there's no time for the quarterback for the receivers to get open before the
Marty
quarterback gets the
Schottenheimer
ball
is one of the greatest coaches, regular season coaches of all time.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. He's an offensive guru. He made a great plays, but sometimes they were so elaborate. You get so into your own head making a great play, it takes so much time for it to develop. I mean, you break up that line.
right.
Aaron Rodgers might not be able to improvise.
Here you go. Next one. This is essentially a pick 'em. 2 undefeated teams. Steelers, Tennessee Titans. Steelers are getting 1 point. By the way, underrated, biggest loss of the year. Biggest loss. Devin Bush goes down for the Steelers, torn ACL. And that guy from side to side is a monster. as a
He's in every
linebacker.
play.
Every play.
He's in every play.
And I think that's underrated here, but
I agree it's underrated, but I'm going to tell you Steelers, if any organization is a next man up organization, it's Pittsburgh.
True story. Who
And-
are you taking this game?
And that tells me, yes, I will take that game.
Who are you taking?
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh plus 1, 2, 4, or 5.
2.
2 points. So I'm gonna take this. Okay.
You said it's 1 point, right?
1. I'm gonna 1 point plus 1. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this as my 1 point play. Best team in football, Tennessee Titans, -1. I'm taking them to win the game. Next game, Carolina Panthers.
Best team in football?
Best team in football. Carolina Panthers.
Over Tampa?
Overreaction Wednesday. Tennessee Titans win the Super Bowl.
Overreaction Wednesday. Overreacting.
Okay, well, I'm telling you right now, Tennessee. I said it last week. I'm gonna stick to it.
All right.
Okay.
So my pick was Aaron Rodgers, but if they don't get together,
Yeah, by the way,
the
great-
fact
great
that
pick.
the fact that they had that kind of game was even allowed by them shows that there's some disconnect.
And
so
so by the way, at least
Tampa Bay.
my overreaction pick went an extra week. You
Yep.
said Packers curb stomp
yeah,
later. Bye.
Yep.
Hey, by the way, great
they
pick.
got trashed.
Great pick. Panthers Saints. Panthers are getting 7.5 points. Who do you take? Do you take this game or leave it alone?
I'll take that game.
Wow, 4 or 5 points. Wow, dude, you're coconuts. You just drag them down the street. They're massive.
Yeah,
7.5 points.
7.5. I'm taking
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 7.5. I'm taking New Orleans.
New Orleans. Wow, New Orleans is
That's
how many
7.5,
points? 4
yeah.
or 5?
That's 4.
Oh my God, you are a sick individual.
Bananas.
Oh my God, 7.5 points. Okay, next game up. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I'm not touching that with your pole. Next game, Browns.
Easy with that.
Browns Bengals. Browns
Browns,
look like a dumpster
Bengals.
fire right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns are getting 3 points. The Bengals.
They started off so strong.
I love the Bengals offense, man.
Yeah,
Their
man.
defense is dookies,
That's epitome of gritty.
but I love the Bengals offense. And last week I
They
took
fight
the
for every
Bengals.
yard.
The Browns defense is also pookies. I don't know which one's worse. I got to stay away from this game. Do you take
I'm
it?
staying away.
Okay. Here we go, baby.
I already know what game I want.
Them Dallas Cowboys +1 against the Washington football team. Washington is favored against the Washington's favored by a point. Yeah. You taking
That's
this game?
crazy.
Oh my.
I'm staying away from that game.
Bro,
that is absolutely a
my
train wreck.
my 2-point
of a
play.
game.
My 2-point play. The Cowboy. I'm taking the Cowboys +1. Wow, bro. Okay. Lions Falcons. I feel like this is a bit of a trap game. Lions Falcons. Lions are +2.5. The Falcons win one game and now they're giving points.
Yeah,
That's
nah,
crazy,
I'm not,
right?
Yeah, I'm not touching that game.
Okay, I'm not either. Seahawks Cardinals.
I think those two defenses score more than the offenses.
Seahawks Cardinals. Seahawks -3.5. They're giving 3.5 to the Cardinals. That's also a tough game. I'm leaving that alone.
I'm taking Seattle.
Seattle for 5 points.
Yep.
From downtown. -3.5. Okay. This next game, I am, however, going to take this next game. I'm going to take this next game, Chiefs -9.5 against the Broncos. The Broncos came off a surprising win against the Patriots, who had a lot of people on COVID. Killer Cam didn't show up. COVID Cam was there. I'm going to take this as my 3-point Kansas City Chiefs win by more than 10 points. I'm going to take Kansas
Strong.
City -9.5. And for my 4-point play,
Los Angeles.
for my 4-point play,
Gotta give the people what they want.
got to give the people what they want.
You gotta give the people what they want.
You ready for it? My 4-point play.
Hit me.
Buccaneers against Raiders. The Raiders are getting 4 points. I take the Raiders. 4-point play.
Wow.
Raiders
So Tom Brady does that
+4 points. Raiders.
to Green Bay, and you think the Raiders got a shot.
Yep.
What do you think the key is in that game?
I think the key to this is the Raiders are a more complete team, meaning they don't rely on just Aaron Rodgers. They have a lot of pieces. Waller, Jacobs, Carr. They have pieces there that they can keep up, and if their defense makes a few plays, young plays, Abraham on the outside, Cleveland Farrell, they have players that can make plays. I think, to me, the Raiders have enough to keep up with them. And by the way, the Raiders upset the Bucs. So we both have our picks there. It's a nice list.
That's a strong pick.
It's a strong pick. That's my take on it.
right.
So I'm going there, right? That's where I'm going there. So now that we're done with those, I like it.
Smooth.
Yep. Now I want to go dark horse.
By the way, I picked Seattle because to cover the spread because of Jamal Adams.
Because he's back.
He's back.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Are you gonna care next week?
Anybody who was on the Jets is tainted in some sort of way, and then they're done.
You think Steve McClendon's gonna get hurt
Yeah,
in Tampa?
Yeah, he's done. He's out. He's out. It might be a better situation for him.
God bless him. Listen, Lev Bell went. Adams went. God bless you guys.
So you
Wish
ready?
you all the luck. Stay healthy.
Dark horse to win it all. A team that no one sees coming in the NFL. Who's your dark horse favorite? Dark horse pick to win the championship this year.
Dark horse pick to win the championship this year.
Yep.
Wow, dark horse.
I'm gonna go. You ready for it? Arizona Cardinals.
I was just looking at that.
Arizona Cardinals to me +54 point differential. Kyler Murray continues to make plays. They got
They're
weapons
in every
everywhere.
game.
In
They're
every
in
game.
every game.
Their defense is not great, but does enough. Fitzgerald is undefeated against Father Time so far. DeAndre Hopkins, arguably the best wide receiver in football. Kenyon Drake is a formidable running back. I don't see many.
They lose
weaknesses.
finally the other day.
I don't see many weaknesses. I don't see many. So
a couple guys down on defense that they'll probably get back before the end of the season. So,
do me a favor. I want to stay sharp. Can you give me a couple trivia questions? I want to stay sharp.
all right, let's.
As we're going. Just give me some
let's see
trivia
some-
questions that I can.
What do you wanna do? Basketball, baseball. What do you want to do?
I mean, just hit me with anything. Just please don't give me like rugby or golf.
Because
Because if you give me rugby, golf, and even boxing, I'm out, bro. Like I can't. I can't
right.
compete with it. It's far beyond
All
the
right,
spectrum
let's
of
keep
John
you
and
fresh.
John.
All right.
All right.
So just so you guys see what I got to deal with. All right. And I'm gonna go mediocre. There might be some easy ones. I'll go.
Start with
go
some.
along.
If you start with some easy ones, get the brain
right.
working. I just took a loss. I just got my ass beat. Give me some.
Yeah. I pounded you. That's right.
It's crazy.
Thank
Not
you.
you. Your boy
say it
did. It
again?
wasn't you.
No,
Come
that's all
on.
right.
Go ahead.
Bro, I still got 7 more points. You want to keep going?
Crazy. Go ahead.
I got a whole bulletin board.
What do you have? Jordan shoe size?
Oh,
Get
that's
outta here.
right.
Go ahead. Next. It's incredible. I can't. Believe
What Chicago Bears running back was known as the Galloping Ghost?
This is a ridiculous question. This has got to be from. Is there options here? I know it wasn't Gale Sayers.
I'll read them out to you. I'll read them
Okay,
out to
go
you.
ahead.
Okay.
This is crazy.
I'll give you Jim Brown,
Yep.
Walter Payton, Harold Grange, Gale Sayers.
Gale Sayers was not. I'm going to go Harold Grange because Walter Payton was sweetness. Jim Brown didn't play on the team.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's it's process of elimination. There because
Absolutely,
There's
that
no
was an
way.
easy one. All
Yeah.
right.
There's no way. I don't remember Gale Sayers being called that, and they did a lot on him recently because of his passing. So I just process of elimination for me.
All right. So baseball. Let's see.
Sure.
What pitcher
Oh my God.
holds the record for most complete games in an MLB career?
Nolan Ryan.
Can I give you the choices?
Oh sure.
I don't want you to be wrong right away. You know what I mean?
Sure.
All right. So Nolan Ryan is one choice.
Wow.
Don Sutton,
Yep.
Roy Halladay, and Cy Young.
I mean, it's between Cy Young and Nolan Ryan. I'm going to stick with Nolan Ryan because Cy Young has the most wins, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to stick with Nolan Ryan.
Cy Young.
It was Cy Young?
Cy Young pitched 749 complete games over the course of his 22-year career. That is bananas.
Oh, my God.
That is a sick stat. Oh, man.
Okay. All right.
I would have thought it was Nolan Ryan, too, man. but-
Yeah. No. Nolan Ryan pitched the most no-hitters. Sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right.
9 of
Let's
them,
see.
if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. Let's see. No.
That's incredible.
All right. Here we go. What NFL player returned a fumble 66 yards in the wrong end zone?
Oh, my God. Dude, that's a.
All right, so I'm going to give you
Give me the
I'm going to
options.
give you the 4 options. All right, so
Yeah.
if you don't know it right away, I'm going to give you 4 options.
Give me
all
the
right?
4 options.
All right, let's see. Deion Sanders,
No.
Deltha O'Neal, Leon Lett, or Jim Marshall?
What was the second guy?
Deltha O'Neal,
I got to go Delph O'Neal.
Jim Marshall.
Okay. Can we have something in this era?
All right. I'm trying
I'm
to give you stuff
34.
that people have history on.
Yeah,
so
no,
I can-
no, this is
34, young buck.
Yeah, come on, dude. I mean, something
All right.
here like
Uh,
that anybody listening may actually know. It's like who Jim Marshall? Wasn't Jim Marshall was his name? Only person
Jim Marshall.
Only person who knows Jim Marshall's is mom and dad. Nobody knows that.
Yeah, after returning into the wrong end zone,
Yeah,
absolutely.
especially that. He was cut immediately. The guy was delegated to left bench. There's no way no one knows that guy.
All right,
His
let's
mom
go
disowned
to,
him after that.
Let's go to the videotape. All right.
That's crazy.
Okay. Here's an interesting one.
And, oh God.
What MLB player retired with the same number of home runs as his father? I'm gonna give you. Hold on. You want to do that, or
I-
you want to?
no,
or you
I-
want to answer? You
no.
want me to? You want me to give you the 4?
I know this one.
You know this one?
Yeah. Fielder.
Wow.
I know
Got that
one.
right?
Yep.
Absolutely. The answers were Terry Francona,
And it
Roberto Alomar, and Cal Ripken Jr.
By the way,
Obviously,
I think
very few.
the home runs was like 354 or something like that.
319.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was.
But
Close.
it's 3-something. That's
Yep.
good.
All right.
That's good. That's a quirky trivia.
Everyone always thinks
Yeah.
the Griffies, but I know it's not.
All right. Which of the following NFL coaches has the best playoff record? Chuck Noll,
Okay. He's got
Barry
everyone.
Switzer,
Yep.
Jimmy Johnson,
Yep.
or Bill Belichick?
No, Barry Switzer.
Barry Switzer, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Barry Switzer was handed an amazing Cowboys team, and all they did was win.
Yep.
Okay.
All we do is win.
That's
Win,
a good one. I mean, if it wasn't multiple choice, it would have been a little harder. But Barry Switzer popped in my mind because I'm a Cowboy fan, so I'd have to.
I
know.
I try to give you alley oop here.
No, I like that. That's
All
that's, give me alley. Thank you.
Let's see.
David, I'm looking here on ESPN.com. That NFC West is, as you're looking for questions, that NFC West is sick. I'm looking down at the list of how bad the NFC East is compared to
horrible.
other divisions.
The NFC East is possibly historically the worst NFC East. Somebody's going to win
That's
the division with 6 wins.
Give me 3 more trivia questions to get my mind
6
right.
wins?
Yep.
What are we doing?
I can guarantee you though, by the way, I've gotten it wrong. I can guarantee you though that as you're feeding me these questions, if they're within a time frame that I know, I'm not losing.
right, so
I'm not
let-
getting beat by anybody.
All right, yeah. So
I'm not.
Everybody, listen. Everybody's got a weakness. You know what I mean? There'll be a time.
No, it's because if
May
you're
come up
asking me
with
things that are a
something.
little older, it probably may slip, but slip a little bit. But I'm telling you right now, if it's relatively recent, there's
All right.
nobody's
You hear
beat
that?
me.
That's a challenge.
No, it is because there's
Hamiltonians.
nobody beat me.
Oh,
Go ahead, give me another
somebody's got to step up to the plate here.
question. No one's beating me. Nobody wants that. No one wants to smoke. But telling me
Don't know what
LeBron
that
James,
song?
telling me LeBron James and Michael Jordan, cool. You know, we all saw documentaries. We all fell in love. Great, I understand. But you're not beating me in this. Next,
All right, let's see.
especially if you're giving me multiple.
All right.
choice.
Yeah, I'll give you multiple choice.
Wow.
We'll make it easy. This way gives everybody a little bit of.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
process of elimination.
let me try and answer before the multiple choice. Go ahead.
Okay. Who was the first rookie QB to surpass 3,500 passing yards?
Come on.
And throw fewer than 5 interceptions?
Dak Prescott. Come on. Come on.
All right.
Next.
Let's see.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dak is,
Do you know what the first sport ever televised in the U.S.? Want the choices?
I mean, listen, based on how long it's been on, baseball,
Ding, ding, ding,
it's
ding.
probably like 1776 when we were, when we became independent.
When 1939.
Okay.
All
But
right.
it had to be baseball, so that was good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
here you go. Who was the only college football player to win the Heisman Trophy twice?
Oh my God, the running back from Oklahoma. Oh man, come on, what's his name, bro? Oh my God.
He's got the same first name as one of the Mannings.
No. I'm Archie Griffin.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
There you go.
Oklahoma. I knew. Dude,
it was Oklahoma.
I'm like, man.
That was a good one. You're pretty good.
Yep.
You're pretty good. Okay. Let's see.
It's a great question.
That was a good one.
It's so, dude. It's like when you just the name, right? And you're like, man, come on, bruh. I like this. This feeds
Let's see.
this fuels the brain.
Oh yeah.
Go
I'm
ahead.
Getting you warmed up.
Yep. I'm warming up. Listen, if anybody out there is listening right now, we do have quite a few
Oh,
listeners.
here we
but
go. Yeah. Anybody want to step up to the plate right now?
You're more
Please.
than welcome. Listen, the number
The target's
609
right here.
Number 609-807-2492. I'm letting you know right now that I'm not taking an L in this. So I took an L in a LeBron MJ conversation. It's fine.
All right.
I'm not taking an L in this. There's no way. Go ahead and give me the next question.
What pitcher threw the only no-hit game in World Series
Come
history?
on, Don Larson.
All right.
Go ahead.
Too easy? Too
That
easy?
was- yeah, I mean,
All right. All right, let's go off a little bit so I can see if I throw you off a little bit. Let's see,
Okay.
who was Muhammad Ali's opponent in the Rumble in the Jungle?
George Foreman.
George Foreman.
Yeah,
All
and I'm not even a boxing guy, but that's big though. You know, like you
that's
got to know
what I mean.
that.
If I'm going to give you one of those,
I like that.
one of
No,
those
that's I
off
appreciate
targets,
that.
I'll give you the large.
I appreciate that.
The
I
more
appreciate
commonly
that.
known.
I appreciate
All
that.
right.
I'm not a boxing guy, but that's well known. You know, you got that's a little bit of sports history, greatness. Better boxer, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson.
Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Mike Tyson's, dude, at 50 plus years old, there's no way you want to get hit by this
How
guy.
about? I don't know what this guy signed up for.
No. He's Roy
I know
Jones.
it's an, yeah.
Roy Jones?
I
No.
know it's an exhibition
Come on,
match.
It's not an exhibition match. Roy Jones gonna die.
Yeah.
I feel bad. No, he is. Tyson's
you
workout
see
videos
him?
are a joke.
Did you see him hit his trainer by accident, like graze him with the elbow and almost knock him out?
Bro, I'm telling you right now,
That's
Mike,
bananas.
Mike, there's some people that have that inside of them. Mike Tyson is one of those guys that is a killer. The guy is legendary.
He's an animal.
Give me a-
He's,
you got-
he's a different animal.
Got a question? I feel like I'm
Let's
heating
go.
up. Go ahead.
What MLB player
Oh, wow.
holds the record
Mm-hmm.
for most games played with no World Series appearances?
Mm-hmm.
Let me know if you want the 4.
Palmeiro.
Wow, that was a good one. All right, let's see. Well, all right, here you go.
Okay.
What's the most points scored by one team in a football game?
By in a football game?
In a football game.
Oh, like pro college? Is it pro? Or it doesn't say,
This includes college.
it includes college?
Yes.
How many points?
Okay, so
It
yeah,
was like,
so
dude, I know it
how
was
many
like
points were scored? So I'm going to give you the number. all
okay,
right?
hold
So-
on. I know. I don't know the exact number.
Well,
I
they're
know.
giving me 4 exact numbers to choose from here.
Okay, but before I say it,
All right.
I know that it was in the 200s. I want to say it was like 218, but I know it was in the 200s. Give me the things.
117,
No,
85,
no,
222,
that's it.
and 149.
222.
222.
Thank
Wow,
you.
that is bananas.
Yep.
In 1916, the Cumberland College Bulldogs scored 222 points in a game.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I
against
don't
the
know.
Georgia Tech Engineers.
I mean, listen, I was off. I was close.
No,
but I knew it
that was an
200s.
older one. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, let's see.
Yeah, you have to score like every 2 minutes. You know what I mean?
Lambeau Field is home to which NFL team?
Come on, Green Bay Packers.
Let's see. I want to get you warmed up.
I like this. No,
listen,
I'm-
somebody might come in here and smash
No
you.
one's-
You know
no,
what I'm
no,
saying?
no one's doing
All
that.
right,
No
all
one's
right.
doing
Let's
that.
see.
No one's
Where-
doing that. No one's
How
doing
about Andy? I want to see Andy Williams step in.
No
here.
one's doing it. Andy wants none of this smoke.
Oh, Andy, you don't want that smoke.
Nah, Andy's a very knowledgeable guy, but he understands when he's outside the realm of his own abilities. This is not something he wants. Love him, but nah, no,
All right. Let's see.
not gonna happen. That's crazy.
All right, we're gonna go a little deeper here.
Couple more, and
Okay.
I'm trying to find
What?
the. Oh, here, go ahead.
NHL hockey coach won the most Stanley Cups.
Won the most Stanley Cups.
You want 4?
NHL hockey. No,
Oh, he knows it, folks. He knows. Yeah, Jonathan might be that good. I don't know if you guys can really. Yeah, I challenge somebody.
Scotty Bowman.
That is correct.
Okay.
You are correct.
Yep. Go ahead.
What was Joe DiMaggio's nickname?
Iron Horse.
No.
Joe DiMaggio's nickname was not the Iron Horse.
No.
Okay, go through then the nicknames that they have up there available.
Okay. The Great Bambino,
No.
the Iron Horse,
Yeah.
the Sultan of SWAT,
Okay.
and the Yankee Clipper.
Oh, maybe the Yankee Clipper.
Yeah,
all right.
it's Yankey Clipper.
Okay.
All right, so you got one wrong. What was
Okay.
that? One in
Oh,
like,
Lou
how many-
Gehrig was the Iron Horse.
Yes, I was
Okay.
about to say.
Okay. Okay.
Lou Gehrig.
Okay. Okay. That's fair.
Let's see.
By the way, I always get like these Yankees because there's so many greats. It's like it's a wealth of just greatness. Everyone's got a freaking nickname, a retired number.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a joke.
Everybody got to justify their existence, right?
Yeah, come on, it's crazy. Go ahead. That was
All
that
right,
was a
let's
good one.
see.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Crazy. That was a good one.
Okay, here you go.
Go ahead.
What Dallas, and this is for you.
Wow.
This is an old one.
Wow.
All right. What Dallas Cowboys player became known as Mr. Cowboy?
Bob Lilly.
That's a good one.
Correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It was Bob Lilly, Randy White, Emmett Smith, or Roger
No.
Staubach.
No, Roger
Staubach was Captain America.
Yep.
Click.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. That was a good one. It's Cowboy one. I better know that.
Let's
Yep.
see.
Bob Lilly. Yep.
No, that's too deep. That's 70s.
I'm telling you. Let me go back to the page here. Let me see this. Yeah, this is. I'm just right now, bro. I'm on fire.
Oh, you are.
No,
you are on fire.
Go ahead.
En fuego.
Yep.
Estamos en fuego. Llama a los bomberos.
Let's see it.
All right.
This is good. Educational.
Okay, here you go.
Okay.
What MLB player was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis?
ALS. That was Lou Gehrig.
That's right.
Yeah. Lou Gehrig's disease.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, let's see.
I consider myself to be the luckiest man on the face of the earth. Earth.
And today, your New York Lotto, jackpot is now.
Crazy speech how they still play it like he in
Yeah.
the middle of the stadium, man.
I mean, it's a classic.
Gives you goosebumps, dude.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. You imagine?
Mm-hmm.
Like to be that great and to not really know the disease, but know it's taking a toll on you where you can't do it anymore, and you stand in the middle of probably one of the greatest stadiums ever, and give a speech to thousands. Could you, dude? Crazy, mind blowing,
It's absolutely.
mind blowing.
It's a different stage.
Talk to me. Talk to me, Goose.
All right, here's a tough one.
Oh boy.
What NFL quarterback is the great grandson of Brigham Young?
What?
Joe Montana, Vince Young, Tom Brady, or Steve Young?
No, Joe Montana.
It was the other 49ers quarterback.
Steve Young.
Steve Young.
Okay.
At least, 50-50 shot. You use the name.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know. You know.
I
what?
didn't know that.
Okay. I mean, that was a ridiculous. The great.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude. That was
all
an
right.
old one. That was an
Yeah.
old
Okay.
one.
Great. I mean, that guy was in the room when they signed the Declaration of Independence. This guy actually asked me a question from the 1700s. I mean,
What NFL team holds the record for most consecutive losses?
It's got to be the Bucks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right.
Ding,
It's like
ding, ding,
22 or 23 or 26.
26 games.
26,
Yeah,
okay.
26 games. Good job.
Had to go through the
Yeah, the mental Rolodex
Yep,
there.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Let's see.
The Bucks.
Okay.
Yep.
We went over that.
Wow.
Which MLB? Oh, you answered this yourself before anyway. Which
Oh,
MLB
okay.
pitcher holds the record for the most consecutive no-hitters?
Oh, that's Nolan Ryan,
No.
right?
No.
Consecutive. Consecutive no hitters.
Consecutive no-hitters.
Oh, I don't know. Hold on. Give me the options. For that.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Dave Righetti,
Okay.
Nolan Ryan,
Okay.
Homer Bailey, and Johnny Vandermeer.
I don't know.
Oh, I stumped him.
Yeah,
I
no,
stumped
I
him. See, there is a chance, folks.
I don't know.
There is a chance. Johnny Vandermeer.
Yeah, that's okay. I knew it was either the
Nah,
first
he
guy.
threw two.
I knew it was either
Two
Gillette.
consecutive no-hitters in June 11th and 15th,
Wow,
1938.
that's big. That's big.
Let's see.
I'd have went with a guy like Oral Hershiser because of his his scoreless inning streak. You know what I mean? Like that would have been what I would have said if anything.
Who was on the cover of the first John Madden football game?
On the cover of the first John Madden football game.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You want me to read it out to you?
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right. Joe Montana,
Okay.
Dan Marino,
Okay.
John Elway,
Okay.
or John Madden?
Wow. Wow.
Gamers.
That's crazy.
Gamed them.
I mean, that's not really a sports question, but I like
Hey,
it.
listen.
I like it though.
I'm trying to stump you here.
You know what? I don't know why Dan Marino sticks out in my mind. Obviously, so does John Madden because I remember him on a cover. I don't know if it was the first one. I'll say John Madden.
Ding,
but-
ding, 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 ding,
Okay,
ding.
yeah.
John Madden.
I remember the face on
no
you
other
know.
than John Madden himself.
Okay, that's cool. I remember his face. You know, I just didn't know if it was a player or not. But go ahead.
I remember hearing him for the first time when I was playing Madden the first time, and
Yeah.
hearing him doing the commentary in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
That was the best.
Yeah,
He would say the illest stuff.
he's crazy. That guy's.
Okay, what player has the most hits in MLB history?
Pete Rose.
All right,
Okay.
I don't even have to tag them.
Yeah, I don't understand. That was crazy.
Uh,
If I know that one, I was just shutting it down.
yeah, I'm stretching him. I'm stretching him.
Yeah,
Uh,
I would have shut it
Oh,
down.
who was the youngest pitcher to throw a no hitter?
Youngest pitcher to throw a no hitter?
Mhm.
Wow,
I know this one.
you do.
Mhm.
Youngest pitcher to throw a no hitter.
I'm gonna give you the 4.
You know who comes to mind? Doc comes to mind.
Close.
So give me the options.
All right, so I'm gonna give you the 4.
Sure.
Fred Tony, Ken Holtzman,
Mhm.
Amos Russi, and Vita Blue.
You know this one?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you.
Amos Russi.
What year was this? I would like to know what year this was.
1891.
But see, that's what I'm talking about, though, dude. See, the way you stumped
I know.
me.
I hit you with the common ones, with the recent ones, and
bro,
it's you know what? I'm gonna.
You stumped me because you go back to the Civil War.
It's the only way I can stomp them.
I mean, bro.
Guys, somebody's got to help me out. I
mean, bro,
because I'm gonna start hitting with new stuff. All right.
I mean, if you're, the next question is going to be, was
what
there
NFL player holds the record for most career receiving yards?
for most career receiving yards? It's got to be Jerry Rice.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
This guy gives me a Civil War question. It's incredible. I mean, dude, it's, I know I'm getting some right here, but it's
All right.
ridiculous. Who won in baseball, the North or the South? I mean, come on.
All
This guy.
right.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Who holds the record for most career wins in MLB history?
Wow. Why does Warren Spahn come into mind? Is there options here?
Walter Johnson,
No.
Christy Mathewson,
Wait, this is baseball?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Roger Clemens, and Cy Young.
Cy Young.
Cy Young.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I should have known that right away. I knew it was an old school, like crazy, whatever. Cy Young.
okay, here you go. What player holds the record for most consecutive games played in the NFL? Remember, this changed about 5 years ago. Let me know if you want the 4 players.
No, I mean, it's got to be, actually, it's got to be Brett Favre.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Brett Favre. It was almost Eli Manning, but
Yeah,
they pulled him.
that's
that-
why I had-
that
that's
year.
why I had to think
Yeah,
about
the
it.
pause. You're like, wait, did he break it,
Yeah.
or was he in the news for not breaking it?
Yeah, he was in the news for not because they started
Yeah.
Geno over him.
Yep, that's right. I couldn't believe that. That was bananas.
Yep.
They took our worst backup quarterback to ever start a game.
Nah, Geno's the
And
GOAT.
it's- Right. uh,
2 more. 3 more. I lied. I'm liking this. By the way, I feel like I'm dominating this right now.
you are. I think you
Okay.
only got 2 wrong. I've
Okay.
asked you like 11 questions already.
It's got to be
Uh,
more than that.
You think? Let's see.
I think.
Who's this?
We,
I know,
I mean, we
Pazza.
can go back to the tape.
We can go to the videotape.
Yep.
Let's go to the videotape.
Go ahead.
All right.
Talk to me.
Okay, what baseball player
Mhm.
hit the shot heard round the world?
Mickey Mantle.
Nope.
The baseball player hit the shot
The shot heard round the world.
that was not Mickey Mantle.
No.
Give me the
No,
option.
this is a famous moment.
Give me. That's
in
why. Go
baseball
ahead.
time.
Give
All
me-
right. So, Ralph Branca,
I mean, if it's
Gus Zernial,
fake- okay,
Ralph Kiner, or Bobby Thompson.
I'm gonna say Ralph Kiner. But let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
What year was this? Once again,
1951 is Bobby Thompson.
Bobby Thompson. Come on, bro. If anybody
right.
listening knows who Bobby Thompson is, just tell me. It's no
All right, here.
shot, man. I mean, come on, dude. Give me something that sounds like I know the guy.
Trying, man. I'm
Bobby
trying.
freaking Thompson, the shot heard around the world?
All right, here we go.
How could they hear the shot heard around the world? It was AM radio. Stop. Nobody around the world heard that. Nobody in Japan knew that happened.
Let's see.
It's ridiculous. This guy asked me this question. Nut job.
Oh, you know it. That's
Tell me.
prerequisite on the application here.
Okay. That's crazy. How do you feel about Tua being the starting quarterback over Fitzpatrick? I'm not looking at ESPN as your.
No. As I'm going through this, I got to be honest with you. I'm not the biggest fan of dropping the quarterback when he's doing well.
Yep.
But it's the Fitz magic show. Again, it's a magic show to me. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. He is going to start doing bad in the next game or two. He never plays more than 6 games well in any year, any season he's put together, even when he's had a winning season. It's a 9-7, and it's always after he picked up from somebody else. He's a great backup, a serviceable quarterback. But I think you got to give Tua time to develop. You had no time to Tua play in the
Tua.
preseason.
Yeah.
So now you can Tua, and if you need to tour it, you know what I mean. Then you can work on it.
To
You
tweet
can
your ass
tweak
onto
it.
the bench.
Then
Listen,
you can tweak it.
You know what's crazy about this article I'm reading right now? Is there any one answer for fixing Zeke Elliott's fumbling woes? And this clown goes, I don't have a specific answer. All I can do is to give myself watch as much film as I can, gather as much information as I can, and try to use that to help myself. Bro, can I ask Zeke Elliott? Bro, just hold on to the ball.
Yeah,
Dog,
protect the rock, bro.
Are you serious?
Fundamentals.
You have
bro.
to watch tape to learn how to
You
hold
got
on
a
to the
tattoo
football?
that says "Feed me."
Yeah. Feed you what? Feed you glue?
Butter?
What do you want us to do over there, man? You want to watch film on how not to hold the ball like a loaf of bread?
Yeah, it's not like.
Is
like,
this
what's
guy
wrong with you,
serious?
bro?
What kind of
Rock
an
the-
answer is that?
It's terrible.
No, people say some stupid stuff, man.
And
I'll
you're-
say, you know
No
what?
way.
Listen, the Cowboys lost by 28 points. We had 4 turnovers that led to 24 points. It's incredible to me that the fact of the matter is the Cowboys' defense could be as bad as it wants. If the offense continues to give the other team the ball, the defense never has a chance to look good. So,
Absolutely.
We would be losing.
You wear half the team out anyway.
Come on, dude. Such a joke, bro. It just gets me riled up when I see dumb stuff like that, man. I'm looking, like I said, as you're looking for questions, I'm looking at these articles, and I'm like, when I see something like it, just makes me irate. I don't understand how that could even be possible. You know, like, come on, bro. Dude, I'm convinced. Are the Browns the worst 4-2 team you've ever seen?
No,
Really?
the Bears are.
Wow. Well, the Bears are 5-1, so I don't know how that works.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's.
But I said 4-2.
I know.
But you're saying the best good team, like the Bears are
The worst good
the
team.
worst of the
the
good
worst of the they're the worst of the best.
They're the worst of the best. The Tennessee Titans are the best of the best.
And listen, they are backing you up because you are. I mean, when they start playing and they start rolling, that kid Derrick Henry starts moving. Nobody wants to tackle him.
Derrick Henry runs downhill.
Yeah, but you need a big,
The
strong
whole entire
defense. I
time.
think they're going to run into that with Pittsburgh this week. Even missing their middle linebacker.
Nope. You can't, dude. I'm telling you, Bush is a bigger loss. The Tennessee Titans are going to win that game.
It's possible.
The Bills are falling flat right now. They're 4-2. They're coming downhill.
Yeah, they've
Dolphins
been
are
exposed.
3-3. Yep.
The Bills have
Patriots
been
are
exposed.
The Bills have been exposed. Yep.
And I think they're getting into their own head, too.
And by the way, the Ravens don't even impress me anymore. The Ravens don't impress me. They beat the Eagles by 2. Carson Wentz has no offensive lineman or any
Fulgham.
receivers. That's it. I'm telling you right now,
Fulgham.
the Ravens are actually very suspect. Very.
I think the Ravens are a little suspect. I think they get a little exposed from time to time, but they're a gritty football team, and I think they play well. I think they got a good head coach. And when you got a good head coach and your organization is, solid from the top to the bottom, and you got a quarterback, a lightning quarterback like that, you find ways to win games that you weren't expected to win. So going down in the stretch, let's see how they pan out. But I don't think
Have you
I don't think they're as high up on that pedestal as most people put them in the beginning of the season,
Have you seen
including us.
a better 1-4 team than the Chargers?
No,
They're sick, dude. I
I
actually
told you. I thought you were gonna pick that Chargers game.
No, I by the way, I love the Chargers and also the Texans. are
What's
1-5.
the spread? I tell you what. What's the spread in that Chargers game?
I'll tell you right now.
Let's add that pick.
For
That-
kicks.
that's for kicks.
For kicks. Love the.
Or you want to do it a 6-point bonus?
Wow. Yeah, but that could just make or break your life. That's tough.
Absolutely.
Ah,
What is it? 10?
7.5, bro.
7 and a Hazel with Jacksonville.
Oh, no shot.
You don't
no.
think they cover?
No. 7.5, bro. 7.5 in the NFL is a lot.
I agree. That
And
half
you
a point
gotta,
is
you have
a
to
game
suck
changer.
a big one in order to lose by, and the Jets fit that bill. You got to be the Jets. I mean,
gotta be
dude,
the Jets
come
to take
on.
that.
Nah,
to take over 7.5.
nope.
So you think Jacksonville's all right? So I take the Chargers. You take Jacksonville, and that's the giggles. That's for lunch next week.
Wait, you're taking who?
I'm taking the Chargers.
You're taking the Chargers,
7 and a Hazel.
and I'm taking the Jags at plus 7.5.
Yep.
Done.
Lunch next week.
No problem.
All right.
Plus 7. I feel comfortable with that.
All right.
Plus 7.5. Done deal. Can't wait. Can't wait.
All right. Hashtag can't
Where's
wait.
Bart Scott when you need him?
Hashtag can't wait.
Can't wait.
Let's see.
That's crazy. I'll tell you right now, the Bengals got a big future. The Browns are a dumpster
I think so.
fire.
I think they got something to build on, those Bengals. And there was a AJ Green sighting.
Bro, the Cowboys are minus 45 and in first place at 2-4. It's so bad. Dude, the division is so bad. 5-18
It's god-awful.
1. 5-18 the division is. Bro,
I'm upset with the NFL this year. They're putting out a horrible product.
horrible. Dude, the division is minus 180 in point differential.
Let me ask you, what do you think about the teams that go into the playoffs in a 1 seed in their division with a losing record? Do you think they should lose their home field advantage?
Absolutely.
100%.
They don't get to earn it. They're done.
Oh, good afternoon. Yeah.
Nah, dude, the coffee wore off. You know, the coffee, it's, dude, when you're going.
Oh, we're gonna have to get more coffee afterwards.
By the way, the energy was zapped out of me when C just stomped me earlier.
Oh yeah, C. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. He's got like a size 15 shoe. He's a ginormous guy.
Stomped me. It was
Guy's
bad.
he's like 6'4". I mean,
It was bad.
245 pounds of
It was, wow.
pure
That's a-
giant person.
That's a big boy.
Oh yeah.
He's
See,
that
don't mess
big?
around. Yeah, yeah. He's a big boy.
Wow.
He's a big boy.
Jesus.
Oh man's. Let's
That's
see.
crazy. Wow. I don't have any more questions because you know that
Yeah, I mean, you got so many right. I don't want to. I'm gonna have to come up with another slew of questions for you for next week. We will do it.
I like this. It's crazy.
Absolutely, a lot of love.
Yeah. You have no questions for me because you just know I'm that dominant.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm stumped. I'm
You're
like, I
stumped.
don't know what I
Sucks.
had to hit you with like 1963 questions and
That sucks for you.
1938 questions for
That
the.
sucks for you. Who has the better career? Tua? Burrows.
Burrows. I don't know if Tua can sustain his level of play if they start wearing him out over there in Miami. Because I mean, regardless of who's over there now, they're still doing what Gase did. They're just wearing out players. I think they should let Tua play every once in a while. Maybe don't let him go. I would have waited like 4 or 5 more games.
Who has the better career? Kyler Murray or Lamar Jackson?
Kyler Murray.
Wow. I like that pick.
I think he's more established. I think he's a smarter. He's got a higher football IQ.
Who's got
not that I've seen their test results or anything, but I'm just saying.
Who-
I think the way he plays, when he makes a decision to run, it's because he absolutely had no other option to throw. Sometimes I see Lamar just take off. Maybe it's schemed that way and I'm reading it wrong. Again, what do I know? But I think when he takes off, I think sometimes he's just like, nah, I'm just going to beat him with my legs and wears himself out.
Who has the better career? Justin Herbert or Tua?
I got to see a couple more games from Tua because Justin Herbert looks like a beast. He looks like if he
That
just
arm
starts
is
getting it
sick.
together, he's throwing it 60 yards on
That
a
arm
dime,
is sick.
and it's accurate
That arm is
for a young
sick.
quarterback to do stuff like
Nah,
that.
the arm is sick.
That is bananas.
Nah, he's sick.
And like dropping it in, not you know what I mean, throwing it 60 yards as hard as I can on a line,
Yep.
and I mean missing the receiver. He's putting it in their hands. I mean, he puts it like the couple plays from the couple touchdowns from Mike Williams last week. How about that?
Who do you want
He
as
put
the
him right where he could catch it.
Who do you want as the next Jets head coach?
Jesus.
I'm gonna hit you with just a ton of a blitz right now.
No, I really mean Jesus.
Okay.
We have to wait for
No,
the
that's
next coming because
That's fair.
There's nothing until
Okay.
we get new. Until I see Gase go, I have no faith in the ownership.
What's the first thing you want Steve Cohen to do as the Mets owner?
Find a way to sign Real Muto.
$200 million.
No, find a way. Move somebody else. Make room. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Cohen, you're supposed to be good at that. You got all the people around you. Make those moves.
Wow.
Make it happen.
Yeah. After this year of COVID where nobody made money off of fans in stadiums, do we see sports back at the capacity that we've seen it in years past, meaning salaries higher, or does everything, salaries take a hit, salary caps take a hit, everything takes a hit?
I mean, nobody's got a crystal ball, but
I do.
I think it's a. You do? Well, let me get the lotto picks after this.
No problem.
But I mean, it could go. It could go either way. I think it's going to depend on this election. I'll be honest with you.
Okay. Wow.
By the way, go out there. Don't complain about what happens next year. You better go out there and vote.
That's strong. That's a strong take.
It's a huge take because I mean, think about it. Every time something happens in the presidency, things change. Huge changes for good or for bad. Sometimes pros and cons. And Democrat or Republican doesn't matter. I mean, just go out and make your voice heard.
Incredible.
You can't complain about the things that you allow to go on in your life.
I like that take. I think it gets worse. No matter what.
I think so. I hope not. Listen, I pray every night. I mean, but
Yeah.
I mean, the way it's looking, I'm not sure if schools are going to stay open. You have all these little hot spots appearing everywhere. What is the government going to do? Especially, we're going not to get political, but you're looking at Murphy talking about, I mean, trying to scalpel out one little area. What are you doing?
It's crazy.
Wait, you want to open up the things? You want to open up? You don't open up restaurants, but you want us to force the kids into school. And then you realize, oh, I can't let them eat together, but you want the kids all together in the school. And now you're going to open up the schools. So I think the government is like, I mean, being run like the Jets organization. Maybe they can get their stuff together and, I mean, put some real guys up there.
I like it. Dude, it's crazy, man. This is hot takes all day. And by the way, you know
All
what
day.
I think? You know what I think is even better? I didn't know that the lights behind us have been changing colors. That's also a hot take.
It's amazing.
The ambiance is unreal.
Ambiance.
I really did not know.
Yeah,
and
I
I-
did
all
not
of a
know. I
sudden-
could not do that.
All of a sudden, I'm seeing lights changing colors. I really like that touch. I got to give credit to Monk in the back, man. He set it up pretty dope.
My man Monk.
Good job,
Looking
man.
out, brother.
Hooked it up. I didn't know that the colors changed. I
Absolutely.
legitimately, I turned back and I said, wait a second.
It's fancy, bro.
Why do I see blue and then why do I see blue and then why do I see red and green? It's wild,
Fancy.
bro.
You
It's
can't
the
leave
li-
everything green right now.
It's the little things in life that make me happy.
That's what she said.
You know what else makes me happy?
Oh, yeah.
The fact that you asked me a lot of questions and the only ones you stumped me on were questions from the Independence Day. And and
Today is our Independence Day.
yeah, aliens are coming down. That's the only way you stumped me.
It's the only way I stumped him from outer
That's
space.
the only way you got me. So
Space questions.
I claimed to win there, and also, I did claim a loss in the MJ LeBron comment. I get it. I claimed a loss, but it's okay.
It's all right.
I'm gonna. Here he is, Sal.
Sal, what's up, brother?
Angeletti.
Let's go, Cohen.
Oh,
He's
yo,
here for Steve Cohen. That's right. Cohen.
Hey, listen. By the way, I know Sal can hear me in the back. Sal, I feel bad for your Yankees right now because
Those donkeys.
they're golfing with the Mets Too bad with all
Oh,
that
yeah.
all that talent.
this.
Look, all that talent.
They're at home like
Yep,
this.
all that talent, and they couldn't pull it off. So sorry. Please come again. Sorry,
Thank you.
man.
Come again.
Thank you. Come again. Yeah, that's it, man. It's
Since you wanted to go up,
Did I not say I'm scared of Tampa?
yeah, you did say it. You
Yeah,
did say
but
we
by
all
the
talked
bro,
about it.
come on, bro. By the way, I don't want to hear that crap, Sal. The people that got
he did
shafted
come
the
in here-
most.
The only Yankee knockoff is Gary Sanchez because he can't hit a ball.
Okay, but the team
Can't
that got
catch the ball
shafted,
either.
the team that got shafted here was the Rays because they had the best record. They were the number 1 seed and had to face the Yankees. Come on, bro. There's no reseeding, which would have had them play the lesser team. No. They
Yeah, I
had to
didn't
play
like
the
that.
Yankees.
I didn't like that.
That's BS. And in a short series, so the Yankees got what they deserved. A loss, an L. See you later. The Yankees lose.
The Yankees lose.
He's I got sound on that. That's because he knows that's crappy, bro. That's just a bad. That's a bad set of circumstances, man. That ain't fair. That ain't fair. You get the best record, then you got to face another monster team. You got to face that lineup. I'm so glad the Rays stuck it to him. Good for them.
Absolutely.
But the Dodgers, I want the Dodgers to win. I like the Rays, but I want the Dodgers to win.
Listen, we
Listen,
thought the Rays were going
dang.
to win, but the way they play, I think Kershaw. I don't know if Kershaw gets over that hump. He's going to pitch another game.
He won game 1 already.
Yeah, no.
He's over it.
All right.
Nah, the
You
Rays
think so?
over. Yeah, he's over.
If they lose, you still think he's over it?
Nah,
All right. So,
Gotta win a championship.
So yeah, he's got to get a chip.
got to win a chip.
Then he's over it.
Yeah,
I
he's
think then he's over. I think he's at the top of the hump. I mean, it's downhill from here.
That's why Robert Ory is the best basketball player of all time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Next. No, so now in closing, okay, since it's the last couple minutes, I just want to say this. We did stomp you out, me and my peoples. Stomped you out on the Jordan GOAT debate. All right, and all the people that were listening out there that were on our side, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, all the people that were on Jonathan's side. Listen, I understand.
Bill Taylor, I
it's
appreciate
okay.
you.
It's okay. One guy, I appreciate you.
I am.
Listen. There was a lot of people on the debate. All right, but I do want to say this. I don't want to take anything away from LeBron. We were just talking about the GOAT, and I think a lot of people will say Bill Russell. A lot of people will say Jordan. A lot of people will say LeBron with time can become that, which was a very good point. However, that alludes to he is not now. But he does transcend the game in his own way. He is on the Mount Rushmore of NBA and Hall of Fame stats and legacy that he leaves behind. Continue to do what you do and make it exciting for us to play and find new ways to get new talent on your team and make super teams happen, whatever. I'm not against it, but we do have respect for LeBron's legacy and what he's done for the game and what he's done for all the people around him. I mean, he's a great iconic player
Okay,
and
so
person.
if LeBron James wins 2 more championships, if he has 6, tied with Jordan, he will have gone to 12 championships, 12 NBA finals, essentially 12. If he wins 2 more, ties him.
That's
6
if he goes and wins the next 2
Well, let me
in a
ask
row.
you, if he does, we're talking hypothetical.
Okay.
If he does, they're tied for championships. Who's the greatest of all time?
Michael Jordan.
I see. That's what I'm talking about. So they
No, because
so,
I'm going to tell you, because if he wins, he still will not have had a Defensive Player of the Year award, ever. Talk to you later. Mic drop for the rest of the season.
guys and girls, I should feel very accomplished after the trivia. I don't. I feel defeated and a little bit run down here. This was tough, and I dislike you strongly. And guys and girls, as always, though,
If you smell, la 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 la, ow!
I hate him.
He really means he loves me, folks. He's
I
giving
do.
me
I love
he's
him.
giving me the number 1 signal on the under the table. So I
Yeah,
appreciate
middle
you.
digit.
I
But
think you're number
you
1.
you were on this roller coaster to hell.
Oh yeah.
On HamiltonRadio.net.
I'm a Jet fan. What do you
Get
expect?
the app. Get the app if you haven't.
Do it.
Join in. Listen to us every week. Starting with the trivia, you're more than welcome to call.
Number 1 sports show right here.
Absolutely. Guys and girls, push it to the top. 2 dads who do what they love and love what they do. So I think it's cool that we have the opportunity. So push it wherever you can. You're listening on HamiltonRadio.net. simulcast on Facebook. This is My Sports Radio. You're here with your boys, John Intel and Daniel Mercado. You will see us return in 6 days, 22 hours. MSR is out.
You're rocking with the newest radio show on Hamilton Radio, My Sports Radio.
Deals. And Bonds hits one high. It's a all-time home run list.
Trainer right next to me is saying it. You may hear it. Down goes Frazier.
And we got some callers. We got some live activity. My boy Oscar.
Frazier. The heavyweight champion is taking the mandatory 8 count, and Foreman is as poised as can be in a neutral corner.
Do the Titans have a miracle left in them? Touchdown Titans! There are no flags on the field! It's a miracle! Tennessee has pulled a miracle!
My Sports Radio. And here's your host, Sean Intel.